Oh, where'd,
How is it?
hey, where'd my folded paper go?
The YouTube.
I don't know. Where'd you put it?
We're supposed to make one of those?
No. That's when you select it. That's what you see when it's playing.
All right, so we're recording and we can get started whenever.
What program are you using to record?
There was a folded paper, the one that...
Oh, it's up here.
okay.
There you go.
OBS, Open Broadcast
Oh
Software.
yeah, I have XSplit at home. XSplit's pretty good too. XSplit's not free, but well, partly free.
Huh?
Why are we recording?
You don't have to whisper.
What are you recording?
Does everyone have their character voice ready?
No.
Oh yeah!
Yes. The rough voice.
Of course, I have my character voice ready.
What?
But do I have both my character voices ready?
Oh god. Oh geez. Alrighty.
Do I have a character sheet information or anything?
Oh,
It's on your
I don't
phone.
have dice. Forgot to bring dice.
I don't have dice.
I have dice on my phone.
Yeah, dice.
I can set up. I mean, I'm at my laptop now, so I can just keep my the D20 roller open if that works for people.
We're all terrible role-playing gamers.
Where are those dice?
That's a great question.
I have crit dice. I can roll one here.
I feel like we keep hiding it from the kids and then we hide it from ourselves
You
as
can
well.
do 2d6 pretty easy.
Alright.
There we go.
But I also have to save my battery because I only have 50%.
I'm going to say this in
Where'd my
character. I don't
laptop
imagine
go?
your phone would run out of 50% of battery from a dice program.
Well, I'm also using it for my my character sheet.
Oh, okay.
No, you don't.
Heck did my laptop bag go?
You don't? Oh, it's over there. Underneath the pillows.
Ah. Just need a pencil.
Yeah, my character's a total snob.
Oh, hey Chris.
Hey, yeah.
Question.
Shoot.
I like between when you and I talked about my skills and now, like
you
know,
changed them all?
Yeah, pretty much. I realized no, not all of them, just one of them. I'd like to actually, if you don't mind, since we technically started, swap repair for upgrade.
Go crazy.
Okay, great.
So,
Because I realized something that
I wanted to touch on that before, like, well, not before, but between now and the next one. Like, playing your characters in this session, you'll probably have a better idea of what you want to do and where you want to take it. So if you want to change something between now and then, go nuts.
cool.
Excellent.
So, all right, ready?
My character voice.
I have a little spiel to start us off. Ready?
Let's
A
kick it off.
spiel.
A spiel.
I'm trying to say some introduction, like "Welcome to the recording."
No.
No, that's for Nathan.
Okay.
That's
What?
to
What?
to edit out.
Okay, Griffin.
Great. Thank you.
All right, so you've all agreed to take on a contract from Tanaka Industries. The job: secure, transport, and deliver GSS research data from a GSS contracted lab to a Tanaka contact at a predetermined coordinate. Tanaka Corp has assigned an observer, 5428B111. That's him. Okay.
Greetings.
For this mission to help with logistics. Planning took weeks. The lab is located on a desolate gray moon supporting no atmosphere. Its only features are its deep crags and canyons and pockmarked by countless asteroid collisions. The largest of these fissures, walls a mile high and almost wide enough for a GSS cruiser to put down, conceals the lab. You've maneuvered your stealth shuttle, which is... What's your name?
Kyra.
Kyra. Kyra shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
She's temporarily added, because she has the upgrade skill, she's temporarily stealthed it.
Cool.
Maneuvered your stealth shuttle onto a reasonably flat area of the fissure floor obscured from view behind some boulders. Your team traverses the 250 meters to the lab's entrance in tactical EVA suits, Class 2 sealed and tough, provided by the Tanaka Corporation. The only light to guide you over the rocky surface is the reflected sunlight glowing off the top quarter of the fissure wall above. The lab's entrance is set back into the rock wall, think like Petra. The door opens at your approach. What do you do?
Look at the Tanaka and say, were we expecting to be welcomed in?
Do you not think that I would have something like this well in hand before we got here?
Very well, very well. So I assume we just push in. as quietly as we can.
Quietly, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
quietly.
All right. So as the door opens, you hear like a hiss of air as atmosphere inside is released out into space. You walk in. The doors close behind you. It's sealed. It repressurizes, and then the doors open up into a lobby with a receptionist at the front desk.
And we're all walking in heavily armed.
Good evening.
How can I help you?
I don't know. Talk to him.
We're here to make a pickup.
Ah,
We have some data to collect.
three levels down, and she nods at Tanaka.
Oh, very good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
And she points to a quarter to her right side, your left. That'll bring you down. There's at the end of the hall, you pass a bunch of offices, administrative buildings, and sort of people look at you funny through the glass doors and glass windows of those offices. But the elevator's right there in front of you. So you guys have been playing this for a while, right? So you know the layout of the place. So there's this first level with administrative offices.
Mm-hmm.
There's a level below, and it's sort of stacked like this. First level.
Yep.
Wall fissure face right here, and then the next level is deeper into the wall and lower. Okay. So then that's connected by an elevator. It goes down. There's also stairwells, and then there's the final level, which is back even further and below the second level.
William, what are you doing, bud?
Pause for children.
What? Yes. Carrie couldn't find her phone. It had fallen out into William's bed last night, so she dinged it. So it started going ding 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 ding.
Freaked him out.
Freaked him out.
That's hilarious.
As we're heading down, like as we're passing along the way. Sorry, let me back up. The EVA suits that we were given.
Yeah.
When we were given them, could I have asked for essentially an EVA like pack for my current jumpsuit?
So these things, I'll clarify. Like whatever you're wearing now, these are like super skin tight, airtight suits that just go on like long underwear, right?
Okay.
And you're not wearing like a glass helmet. It's like almost like a force field that just goes over your head. And there,
Okay.
And then there's a rebreather like within the suit itself.
And I have
Very-
my,
very
and I
high-
have my
very
rubber
high
jacket
tech.
on over it.
So,
Okay,
I have my
so
rubber
I
jacket
can
on
I can still have my jumpsuit like
Yeah,
on
you can have
and
every,
available.
like you can have your plate armor, you can have your jumpsuit, you can have your coat.
Oh, I've been
Okay.
naked without
So
I have a wingsuit.
so with that in mind, as we go along, I'm going to make use of my jumpsuit's connected ability.
Okay.
And that's a built-in CPU with eyepiece, heads-up display, connects wirelessly to other systems. And I'm going to use that to essentially make use of Kona for mapping and any kind of casual scans that he can make of potential weak points, either in the doors, any locks and associated security.
So Kona's AI is in your jumpsuit right now?
So my jumpsuit has the connected upgrade,
Yeah.
and that says a built-in CPU,
Mm-hmm.
and it has wireless. It connects wirelessly to other systems.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't, you can overrule me if you're not, but like my interpretation of that is I then have a wireless connection to Kona.
Sure. Yep. So then you're gonna try to access these systems and then have him give you a blueprint.
Or you said this was like a passive scan, right?
Yeah, no. I'm not trying to hack anything. I'm just like as we go along, like Kona should be essentially recording it.
Uh-huh.
So as to give us a blueprint, as like a blueprint based on what
Where you've
I
been.
can see. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So Did we ask the Tanaka what sort of trouble he expects on this job?
You can play that out right now.
So, you never really did tell us, why the need for us? I mean, we're not going to turn down good work, but what's the concern?
You might have worked with me before. You might have worked with some of my associates before, who you may be well familiar are clones. And having worked with myself before, essentially, you should know I'm a bit disagreeable.
Great.
You, thankfully, are not. I'm glad to have you be employed to employ your services. I'm sure you'll make yourselves productive and profitable for both myself and yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
So basically anybody could be the enemy here, is what you're saying.
You wouldn't be wrong to ask that, but I'm going to tell you that this time I can assure you we aren't.
Gee, thanks for the info. God, I really need to learn a new voice. Just gonna get
Your
old.
selective
quick.
honesty is
I need some
refreshing
positives.
and convoluting all at once.
All right, so I think we should head down 3 flights then? Or are we just gonna stand here and...
Well, I assume we're
Jibber jabber.
talking while we're walking.
Fair enough.
Okay. So press the button.
Mhm.
Wait a couple minutes. Get in the elevator. Listen to some fine music on your way down.
Hold on, I
Very
think I
pleased.
have.
I have
I
music.
think I have an app that can identify this.
I have
cast
music.
Maybe we could put it on the ship.
Oh, there you go. Oh, hold on. We have music.
I have music.
Edit,
I was on
edit
hold.
this part out.
I was on hold today.
Oh, and you recorded it?
Oh, damn it, it's on my work phone. Never mind.
Oh, son of a... Matt, that piece of paper that he's holding, don't read it.
That one?
Yeah, don't read
Okay.
it.
It's secret information.
Darn it.
That's how you're going.
Game ruined.
All right, so yes, you take the elevator down. The elevator doors open. It opens up to almost it's basically a computer lab. It's just benches, rows of benches, and benches and benches of just like computer stations, and just for like data analysis. Okay. At the far end is a sort of a glass wall with a conference table, and there's a bunch of people in white coats sitting around that table, and there are 4 what look like GSS security forces personnel standing around that table with them.
San's gonna make sure his guns are a little more hidden under his brown jacket.
Who's this?
San.
Okay.
I think Tanaka would like to know if the attention of the security forces personnel is directed at the people in the lab coats or at the people our team who just entered.
They seem just they seem bored, really. They seem pretty relaxed at the moment.
How far away are we from them from like a distance standpoint?
Distance standpoint, probably from. Let's go with. Trying to give. What's a good distance?
25 feet?
No,
There's a
more-
glass wall, right?
More than that.
More than that.
Probably. Let's go with 75 feet. It's a big space.
And there's a big glass wall, assuming a door to get in.
Big glass wall, yeah. Big swing door.
Door open, closed.
It's closed.
Okay.
They're talking. You can't
So
hear
they
them.
can't. Okay.
Might I ask then, how far are we from the terminals? If we're approximately 75 feet from the white coat personnel and the security forces standing around them, securing most of them, how far are we from the data terminals that are being worked on right now?
So there's no one at those benches. That's empty, right? But the first one in front of you is probably like 10 feet in front of you, and then there's another row, and then there's another row, all the way up to that conference
And we'd
room.
walk past all this on our way to the conference room.
You could if you were going to the conference room. Is that what you're doing?
I assume.
Are we trying to get data off the computers?
we're not here to steal it. They're supposed to give it to us, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No, you're there to.
Extract it. Pretty much.
Yes.
Ah.
Aha.
I can, if anyone's good in computers, I can go cause a distraction. I'm pretty good at that.
I think between Kona and myself, we might be able to serve that particular need.
So between.
Right, okay.
So you know by studying this mission that what you need is on the level below you, right? And that elevator is past the conference room. So
Okay.
what you need is on the third level, and that's more lab space, right? And so you know it's a lab, you don't know what's in the lab. And there is a secure server on that level that's not connected to any other computer in this building.
Okay.
So we need to get down one more floor, first of all, which is
Hopefully
through the
before
conference
things
room.
get loud.
Yes, hopefully before.
If I might interject, the distraction is a novel solution, the kind of work that I employed you for, and I'm glad for it. I'm glad you're thinking ahead in such a way. I'll
That's
use
what
the
I do.
I'll use the opportunity you provide me to get data off of the current computers on this floor. We might not know what's downstairs on the third level, but we might know the layout of the third level from data gleaned off the computers on this floor.
Okay. All right. So, if you guys want to try and hack into one of these terminals, I suppose you and I could try to
Distract.
distract the guards.
Sounds good.
So how are we going to do this? What's the play?
So as you're coming out of the elevator, who is forward most?
Big slab.
Big Slab. Okay, roll a brace for impact, please.
Oh, lovely. Dice.
With your no dice.
Oh, here I can roll.
I
for
got it
you.
right here, Josh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw your phone.
That would be a 9.
So 9 plus
Plus
5. So yeah, 14.
So you hear ding, and you look down at your plate chest armor, and there's a little scuff on your shoulder, and you just wipe it off, right? And then another one whizzes by your ear. One of the security guards has spotted you in your giganticness, looming over one of the glow for the computer terminal, and has shot through the conference room glass and is trying to pick you off.
Okay, so would that be close or far in terms of range?
I would say. So the adjacent is
Like right next
very
to each
close.
other.
So it would be close.
Close.
'Cause think of the distance between here and like across the street is close. So it would be close.
Okay. So, in that case, I guess Vaughn's just going to bring his shotgun up and start returning fire as fast as possible.
San's going to do that with a scatter shot as well.
Okay. So roll.
Open fire, I'm guessing.
Yes, open fire. Or which one's which? Which one's launch assault? Which one's the
Launch
close
assault is the one that's plus physique.
And open
one?
fire.
Right.
that's
Yeah. So
or-
open fire, please.
Open fire. Okay, so that is the metal. Alright. So let's 2 on that. Oh, 8. Thank God
Eight.
thank God for the +2.
And I got an 8.
You both have 8s.
Yes.
Okay, so you so with an 8, right? You have control of the fight, right? So that's what an 8 means. So Carrie, like you rolled an 8, a 7 to a 9 is a partial success. So you still have control of the fight, but there's consequences, right? So how do you guys proceed?
Sam's just going to move straight forward
Mhm.
and rely on his armor to keep him safe and hopefully to block some shots against everybody else.
Okay.
How much room do we have above us? Like, how much is the ceiling? Because I have a jetpack, so if I want I wasn't sure if I have enough room to, like, jet up a little bit.
No,
Okay.
your head would go through the tiled ceiling.
All right, good to know. So I will not be using my jumpsuit for
No.
this. I think San's gonna kind of just go in like, not all ham on them, but like he's just gonna see a target, go for him, move down the line, and just keep going for him,
Okay.
kind of recklessly.
All right. You pick them all off between the two of you.
Mhm.
tap tap, one shot in the head. They're down. They're down in pools of blood. To the surprise of the scientists at the conference room table, they're sort of taken aback. However, in the midst of the firefight, all the computers that you're trying to get information off have been completely and utterly destroyed.
On the bright side, we have a clear shot to downstairs now.
Okay, so the
this
collateral
bodes
damage.
well for intelligence.
What was that computer person? What's your name? I forgot.
I'm sure you did. My name is Emra
Oh, that's
Lobos.
The
And
stiff
I'm
with the,
Kona. I'm
this-
glad. I'm just glad to be here, guys.
the stiff with the robot. That's right. Okay. We're good.
That's more than anyone can say about you.
Hey,
No,
I'm
not children.
I'm chiseled. I'm good. Haven't you heard of me? I'm San Holo.
I'm
Famous.
sorry. Wasn't that a comic book or something?
No.
Anyway,
Yes, anyway.
excuse me, ladies and gentlemen in the lab coats here. We'll be needing you to remain very calm and not be pressing alarm buttons. So we will not be needing to press triggers and end your lives.
Listen to him. He's big.
Oh yeah, so big.
So,
And I've got the funds to keep hiring gentlemen like these. So it doesn't matter how many of them you get rid of, there will always be more.
Yeah, that was dark for all of us. I mean, I feel less secure in my future, but we should probably press on.
Yeah.
so one of the lead scientists stands up and sort of gives a little bow to Tanaka and says, "This way, sir."
Thank you very much. Samson, son, follow us, please.
Well, all right.
Certainly.
Okay, so you make your way past the conference room and you leave the shaking, shivering, and urine-soaked.
Don't worry, we will be back. I would hate to have to murder any of you on our return.
Down the elevator to the third level. You didn't have any elevator music. You didn't bring any yet. That's too bad.
No.
Edit that in.
It's on my work phone.
No.
It would take me a while to YouTube it. It would just... I'd lose a moment by the time I find it.
Yeah, no, that's too bad. You need a good soundboard.
Yeah. Absolutely what you need.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe be a little more clandestine when poking our heads out of the elevator this time, probably.
While that
Yeah.
is... While the performance on the above floor is what I paid you for, and you have done so admirably, it would not do us a lot of good in the future to kill our lab technicians. That might give us the data we would otherwise have to acquire in a more forceful manner.
And can we try not to blow up the very mainframe we're attempting to extract data from this time?
Agreed.
Well, if you don't want us to protect you from getting shot, I suppose. To be fair, they shot him first.
Yeah, it was very rude.
We just defended ourselves.
In addition, the computers that were on the first level floor weren't the critical third floor basement computers with the data that we needed.
Yeah, what he said.
So when we get out of the elevator, we're gonna need to try and scout it out so that we don't blunder into anything.
Ding! The elevator opens. It is pitch black. The only thing you can vaguely see from the lit elevator compartment, from light looking into darkness, are just green dots that go on for this level compared to the last one. This goes on for a very long time. It's hard to see.
I'm going to then. I'm going to attempt to use my my jumpsuit's connected display to essentially send Kona out to try and find a system that might act as a light switch.
Okay.
So like an assessment or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah. Roll plus assessment.
Well, no, roll assessment.
Roll. Yes. Roll. What's the word?
And is it interface?
Interface. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Assessment plus interface.
I do have an alarm sound.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Weird,
+1.
trying to
That's
think what it
a
is. No.
9.
A 9. Excellent. So, yeah, Kona is successful in getting into the secure servers that are on the 3rd level, and the lights slowly flicker on. One bank of lights that are furthest away, and they come closer and closer and closer and closer, revealing about 7 more GSS security forces between the rows of servers that go down. On the right side of the room is more glass windows, and it's like a hangar size, like aircraft hangar size laboratories. Like they have clean rooms, they have hoods. There's like it's just full of laboratory equipment.
Mr.
So-
Tanaka, didn't you give us the impression this was a relatively minor installation?
Yeah, that is a relative term.
It depends on the level of funding you're familiar with. For someone like yourself, or for most people, this would be pretty major. For someone of my resources, this is minor. Please conduct yourselves accordingly.
And with that, what's your name? Emra.
Yes.
And your name,
Samson.
Samson. Roll a brace for impact.
Oh, lovely.
Alright. That is plus armor, right? Yeah, okay. So I think that's just 1 in Emma's. Was it 1 or 2? I don't remember. I mean, sorry, it's been a while since I had this part of the.
2d6.
So armor. I'm
Do you have
trying to
armor?
remember. I mean, I have my jumpsuit. I don't think it's spectacularly armored. So
Yeah.
but I remember there's a calculation for this, right? And I
Yeah,
think
all it is 2d6 plus whatever armor you have.
that's yeah. So I think it's 1.
What were the tags on your suit?
It's connected and jump jets.
So then 0.
Okay, I didn't know
Yeah.
if there's like nominal armor.
No, it has to be a part of the tag.
Okay, then I rolled an 8.
Roll an 8. Okay.
That doesn't modify the severity.
Say again.
That doesn't modify the severity at all.
Right. Well, it's not what we think it is anyway.
Oh, okay.
As you're walking forward to engage the security forces in front of you, a flashbang lands at your feet, Emra. So you, for momentarily, are both blinded and deaf. And you, Samson,
Mhm.
are not deafened, not quite blinded.
Mhm.
You can still sort of, you more have tunnel vision than anything.
So a little disoriented.
Very disoriented.
Okay.
What does San see from his perspective? Because obviously he was a bit further back.
Mm-hmm.
What does he see from his perspective?
So you have the 2 in front of you,
Yeah.
and you can see that there's people about to engage you.
Okay, do I have a
Going
sight
out
of
the
them? Because I know it's dark. Do I have like a clear enough sight?
No,
of
it's
them?
light
The
now.
lights came on.
Oh, lights came on. Okay.
Yep, you can see them.
How far are they away from the good computers?
Oh, they're standing right next to him.
Of course they are. And they have
Sorry, it
so-
was painless. You will
So
have
you
to
have
use you
so
later.
as you come out of the elevator, you have the rows of servers.
yeah.
Right. So there's about 15 rows that start in front of you and go to the left, and then as you look right is that wall of glass that opens up into the lab space on the right.
Okay.
So how close are we to the nearest guys? Because we want to do this with as little damage as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. They're about 15 feet in front of you.
And how many of them are there?
There's about 7.
Okay.
Well, there are 7.
San's gonna pull his rapier out,
Uh-huh.
and he's gonna head for the closest guy.
Sweet. Okay. Roll. Launch assault.
Launch assault. So that's plus physique. Which is plus 1.
while that occurs, might I take this opportunity?
3.
Oh, well, okay.
Fuck.
Might I take this opportunity to duck behind some of the computer equipment to assure that I can extract some data off of them before they get shot up
Everything
again?
explodes.
So you're all coming out of this elevator, right? I mean, you guys could have used the stairs, but you chose the elevator. You got basically almost everyone in front of you, and then in front of them is where the rows of servers start. Okay, so you could try to duck off to the left and run down one of those, but they'd see you do it.
Hey, real quick, Bill, how late is Little Bill allowed to stay up?
Kind of like 9:30ish, 10. But he kind of falls asleep by himself at a certain point.
Okay.
Just as long as he's on that bed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's almost drink time.
Late to the game. I don't know what's going on.
Well, as far as being seen ducking behind the row of servers, that bridge has been crossed. So I'm going to try and extract what data I can, because there were apparently a few soldiers and a few technicians who didn't get the memo. Or else the lights would have been on for us, and we wouldn't have had to send out a drone, send out some other technology to do it. So I'm going to take this chance to duck behind the rows of servers, attach whatever device I can to them, and attempt to download that data whilst avoiding the incoming fire that my employees are so delightfully engaged with.
Roll plus physique.
I just thought of such a better move I could have done.
Oh,
Damn it.
but okay, I gotta throw your phone. -1 for physique.
Ooh,
So that's a 6.
oh, don't you have Oh, okay.
Could I
So
get
let's-
involved to try and protect
help
him?
out. Yeah.
Sure.
I
Which
can-
one, him or him?
Him.
Yeah, 'cause
the
mine-
employer, the
yeah.
one that's writing the checks.
Well, mine was a 3, so if, help out wouldn't do anything for me.
Yeah, you can help out.
So I'm gonna try and push him down before he can get shot, or at the very least take the bullet if he does.
Okay.
So get involved.
So you roll get involved, and then roll a brace for impact.
All right. What stat should I get involved on that with?
That's a very good question.
Unless you have more than a -1, I
page
think
is
you're
that
good.
on?
I rolled 6 to duck behind the servers to begin with. I didn't get to roll an interface yet because I.
Well, yeah, that's the part to get you there.
Yeah, I gotta roll that one next.
And that one.
So
was
I want you to roll plus metal for get involved.
Okay, 13.
Okay. So you do it. You push him down, and you pushed him down so forcefully he slams his face into the ground, and he is not too happy about that.
Mind the bullets, sir.
So now you roll a brace for impact, and you. Let's see. What you just roll?
That was less good.
You just rolled launch
I rolled
assault,
a
right?
3 with a launch assault, yes.
Okay.
And I rolled a 6 for.
Right.
Get
Well,
behind-
he helped you out.
Okay.
So he pushed you down. So you succeeded because you got a +1 for that. So
From his assist action.
right for his assist. So that's a 7. So that's a partial success, right?
Okay.
So this game doesn't have harm or anything like that. Like you don't have damage points or hit points or anything like that. So it all happens narratively.
Okay.
So like with the 7, what happens is you get a bruised up face because he pushed you down so hard, right? But you're gonna make it to your row of servers off the left side.
Okay.
You're gonna roll a brace for impact because you're gonna get shut up, and
Did a 10.
You're a 10.
Yeah,
Okay.
so one less.
So,
than
but
30.
you decided to charge with your rapier, and then you rolled a 3.
Yes.
Okay, so you get
Trip and fall and bleed. Sorry. No.
so yeah. So one of the security forces looks at the guy next to him, and then looks at you, and is like, "Is this guy running at me? Like what is this guy?" And he lights you up.
Fair enough.
So yes. You take. Let's see. What's going to happen here? You take one in the hand. pretty bad.
Okay.
The hand that's holding a rapier.
Okay.
And you almost drop it, but you don't. You hold on to it.
Okay.
And so I got hit, but had -1 severity. So what do I end up with?
No, you rolled a 10, right?
Yeah.
On the brace for impact.
Yeah, that's -1 severity. So rather than like 2, which is what I've been getting.
Right. No. So with the 10 is a success. It's not a 9.
Well, no, brace for impact's a little different. It's 6 is you suffer additional badness. 7 through 9 is you take exactly that level of energy and injury. 10 to 12 is 1 level reduced, and 13 plus is 2 levels reduced.
Oh, that's right. I have it right here. So, firearms is a severe injury, like any sort of firearm. Plasma, laser, kinetic, whatever. So it's reduced to a major injury. Just for you guys' edification, if you haven't read the rules. So, as you push him down, like the bullets are whizzing by your head, and you take one in the cheek, giving you a nice gash across your cheek.
Thanks to my employee Samsung's brutal yet effective means of getting me out of fire, I'm now behind the servers. So I have the opportunity to attach an interface device to the back of one of these server computers and glean data off of it. So I'm going to see what I can do to get that done. I'm going to throw the phone out.
So, Kira? That's you?
Kyra.
Kyra?
Yeah.
Kyra.
Sure.
You are standing at the opening of the elevator, just watching this all happen.
Hello.
Roll something. Roll brace for impact. Because they see you and they're going to shoot you.
All right. What is that, D10?
2d6.
Okay.
And then add your armor, of which you have none.
Hey, what I get for throwing your phone? It was interface +2 on 2d6 for attaching it.
9 plus 4.
11.
Okay.
Just
So that means
Okay, so it's 9.
I don't know what
Yeah.
exactly what the device does because it doesn't matter if the computer equipment gets shot up again.
So you have, so Josh, I don't know if you heard, Carrie's character, Kyra, right? Is standing in the elevator, and she hasn't really reacted yet. She rolled a brace for impact. She rolled a 9. So she sort of is slow to move out of the way, and she catches one on her pistol that she's holding, and she drops it. Dope.
This is getting off to an auspicious start.
Yeah,
That
good
sounds
job,
like
guys.
The 3 managed to still hold Lewis rapier.
For no, Chris, I had not heard that, so thank you for repeating it.
Oh, no problem.
So is San still standing, or did he, like, is he down?
Huh?
Is San still standing after all that, or did he, like...
No, he's still standing.
Okay.
He's just sort of like, my hand really fucking hurts at this time.
Okay.
So.
How close to the guy is he? Did he get at least somewhat close, or...
Oh yeah, you're close. You're right on top of him.
How far is the wall behind us?
So the servers were 15 feet away. He's standing. He's like almost leaning up against it. So the wall behind you is about 14 feet away.
I'm looking for the wall forward or above.
Forward?
Forward or above?
Forward is like 500 feet down the thing. The wall above it, the wall above the ceiling is removable, ceiling tiles because of all the data cables running up and into the ceiling.
All right. I have a stupid move I'm going to try and do here.
Oh boy. Hold on, time out. Drink time.
Before, like,
Wait, that's not drinking music.
can Emerald do anything to try and alleviate her deafness and blindness?
Just gotta wait and hope not to get shot.
It's so Josh, the
Yes.
amount of time it takes. So you've seen Carrie's photo lights, right?
Yeah.
So just picture yourself holding your eyes open to that bulb
Yeah.
and setting it off at max power, the time it takes for you to actually like recover is the time it takes for you to get your hearing and vision back.
It'll be about
So-
15 to 20 seconds.
So narratively speaking, just jump in whenever you think that is.
Okay.
15 to 20 seconds. That's a lot
Given
of
what
rounds to be
just
thrown down
happened,
the
like
range at
the
that
fact
time.
that Tanaka could like run 15 feet over and like plug into a system, I'm gonna say that's enough time.
Okay.
So
Your ears hurt a lot. Hey, and we're gonna take a break real quick to fill up our glasses. Okay.
The alcohol must
Okay.
flow
Be right back.
before I do my stupid.
okay.
It's one I've been wanting to do for a while.
Okay, so out of
It's
character.
Probably not going to work. too
Writing
well.
down the injuries and stuff in the thing. It's like the thing you
Sure.
do. Okay.
There you go.
Uh,
Oh, you have a pen.
yeah, I got one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've been writing down the two times I needed Matt to throw his phone. I got so far.
Nice.
I already know the next thing I need to check, and but that's not something that I need.
Bash their head.
It seems to be a recurring theme around here. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I figured out this was called. It's a virtual reality game.
Oh.
Oh, wicked fun. Like Spider-Man's one of my favorites to use because Spider-Man in virtual reality is just amazing.
Alright, so this next one.
Yeah, I can't wait to do this move. I better roll a good fucking roll on this.
Okay. So here's what I got for it. Face bruise, lip cut from assisted push down to avoid GSS fire.
No, my face was the one that got cut.
Oh, okay. Oh,
You're just bruised.
oh, whoops. I just saw that. But I mean, lip cut. That's just like, wham, which is what happened. Out of character, in character. I thank you for your service.
I'm trying to think what he's gonna make me roll for this. Brace for impact or launch assault.
I think it might just be like overcome adversity because it's so different.
What's the overcome adversity? Oh, it's adversity.
Yeah.
So when it says plus stat, what does that mean? Just the
Whatever
appropriate
stat is appropriate.
So launching somebody through
It depends on the context.
Yeah. Yeah, it's basically like act under fire in Apocalypse World, except for any stat.
Yeah, so what Emerald's about to do is going to be get involved, but it's going to be plus interface because I'm going to help Tanaka access the system.
Yeah, I'm trying to launch somebody through a ceiling, so physique maybe.
Well, you could
Probably
actually
metal.
wait until
That's not metal or
after
physique.
Bill makes his roll.
No.
Cause
Yeah, I can wait until that.
Well, I installed the tag on the computer. It won't help you access the system if that computer that I installed it on gets shot up again. So that's going to be
so I
the
don't
next
think
thing
we
that
ever,
gets checked.
Did we ever?
Yeah, the roll was an 11 because
But did we ever acknowledge that in the fiction? I don't think we got that far. We got distracted.
because
So we'll have to come back to that.
Chris was asking about Kyra's. Chris was asking about Kyra's reaction to the barrage of incoming fire. But when I threw Matt's phone, there was a 9, so it ended up being an 11.
11. Yep.
Yep. So the computer that Tanaka ducked behind did get a tag successfully installed on it, according to the roll.
So
Did you roll
Yes.
yeah, he did. We
Okay.
just got distracted by other stuff.
Well, no,
excellent.
that was the part where you asked, where you were narratively asking Kyra about her reaction to the barrage of
Okay.
incoming fire, which occurred simultaneously
Yes.
as Tanaka successfully ducked
Pen right there.
or got shoved down behind this.
Yes, please.
Wait, hold on.
Check it.
So just Tanaka, has he already accessed what he needs? Or are you gonna have to roll for that?
He just rolled
11.
interface and he got an 11. So he is
Okay.
he is plugged in.
So is he going to need some time to transfer the data out?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, hello
So
there,
my
Emma.
gun was knocked out of my hand then.
Yeah, you took one.
I can scoop it up.
You could, and then you could look at it and see that it may or may not work.
So we basically need to buy Tanaka
whoops.
some time.
So
Well, Tanaka and
Oh,
Emma,
see.
correct?
And Emery, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my initial
Emma.
point was
Watch
that
the
I didn't know
cord.
if he needed time or not. But
with the cord.
I've got an idea that might be able
Oh,
to
you're fine.
kind of help if I back up.
I'm sorry, Josh. Say it again.
You had an idea too.
Emma is going to use her access to the computer systems to provide any other sort of distraction. So, for example, she's going to see about what would be the I know. Okay, so the lab at the far end of the room, the one behind the glass enclosure,
Yeah.
is it currently populated?
So the lab is almost directly off your right side. Like the rows of servers are right in front of you, and then
Mm-hmm.
and they go 500 feet, and then there's in front of that row of servers 3 feet to the left of that is another one, and there's 15 rows, and then directly off your right side is a glass wall with a door, and that opens up to that lab space.
Okay, I'm going to have Kona plug in and see about accessing the technical readouts and the databases of that lab, if possible.
Okay.
So I guess I'll be trying to sneak over toward that area and plug in directly.
Okay. So you're gonna go in there and open a door and try to find some terminal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a significant distance I need to cross?
No, it's out of the elevator. The door's right there. So if you want to do that, just do that.
Sure. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And I roll interface, and that's a 12.
Excellent. Well, you are in.
As they
So what is this place?
That's it. So what is this place? So, what kind of scientific background do you have?
So Emma's been trained in most of the physical sciences. So she's been trained in physics, astrophysics, chemistry, biology, xenobiology, and planetary terraforming, as well as the flute.
Okay.
Well, lucky for you, this is the flute computer.
This is the only computer that has GarageBand on it. Congratulations. Perusing the system, you discover that they're developing bioweapons here.
Okay, I want to download all of the schematics regarding the bioweapons, as well as any information regarding who ordered them, if they're being, what the timetable is of completion, and who potential sellers are. Like who they're selling these weapons to, if it's like, you know, if it's been decided already, if these weapons have been spoken for.
Okay. All right. So that's going to take you a while to sit there and peruse files and see.
Okay, I'm going to have Kona do that. I'm going to keep my laser rifle drawn and, you know, watch for anyone who seems to notice me as I'm doing that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Which
All right.
role would that be on the throw phone?
On the what?
On the phone throw. Which role would that be?
For what?
Interface expertise
For who?
for Kona.
Oh no. So
Kona already
he
got it
just
through
rolled,
the
he
door.
already rolled interface and got on the 12 or 11 or whatever.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah, to get
So
through the
he's-
door.
He's
in.
all the way in, and what that means is Chris has said, yeah, you can get whatever information you want. It's just going to take time.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I'm just having my AI fish for it, which
Yeah, so
that'll
I
allow
don't know
me
that.
to actually be active and not just like literally a sitting duck, or at least any more of a sitting duck.
All right. So yeah. With that,
Well, Kona has done a serviceable job, an excellent job, if I may say, of using the tag that I've placed on the computer to extract data. So I should make myself useful in a more combat-related capacity. Take my pistol and attempt to draw fire.
I'm not actually download because I didn't.
so how are you guys communicating at the moment right now?
We're actually split, right?
You guys are in different rooms at the moment.
I'm in the lab.
So I think what Tanaka's doing is he's downloading the actual data for
Right.
whatever it is, whereas Kona is sifting for like incriminating evidence,
Yes.
and you're not aware of that.
Is Kona the AI?
Kona's the AI.
Yeah, Kona's
Oh,
my
okay.
AI.
Okay.
I was under the impression that Kona was, like I attached a device that allowed Kona to acquire the data, but they're two
Oh,
separate
sorry.
systems.
Yeah, I should have
No, I didn't.
brought this up the first time. So Emra is my character.
Yes.
She's the but then Kona is her AI, so he's plugged into her.
Okay.
And so that's why it seems like I'm doing two things at once, because in this limited capacity, he kind of can.
Okay. So in the meantime, while I download this data, this will still take time for me to acquire this data. I saw one of my employees get their hand damaged. Another one of my employees get their face damaged. So I'm going to attempt to take one of these GSS soldiers who didn't get the memo out of the equation. I'm going to take a shot.
So roll launch assault.
It would be
Or-
that
Open
would be
fire,
would that be
sorry.
metal or physique?
So you're gonna roll open fire. That's gonna be that's plus metal, please.
Okay, so that's +1 to throw phone. Okay, so it's 8.
8. Excellent. So the one that's nearest you is takes one right in the temple, and he slumps down. And as he falls down, his gun goes off. So
Where's the discharge go?
the discharge goes right into Mr. San Holio's
Christ.
other hand.
Hello.
Alright, he's pissed now.
My girl, my mistress.
Alright, as he gets hits with the other hand, he's like, alright, time to break out the holo. He's going to crawl underneath the closest guy to him,
Yeah.
sit up a bit, and he's going to launch his rocket up.
His rocket.
Yep, with his jetpack.
The jump pack.
Oh,
on it.
He's gonna launch the guy up through the ceiling.
I was gonna say this got messy really quickly.
I know. It's like you have a rocket launcher.
No rocket launcher. No, I'm gonna use my
That's what
jetpack
it
and launch
calls
him up
it
through
when
the
he's
ceiling.
with the ladies.
Understood.
Yes, that's a 10. Would that be
Nice.
a metal? Either way, as long I don't have a negative, so
Huh?
would that be a metal or a physique?
So this is launch. This would be launch assault. So that would be physique.
Okay, so it's an 11.
An 11.
An
Excellent.
11.
So you are successful. Please describe how this goes about.
Excellent. So he kind of crawls under him. He's like, looks up, need a lift?
Oh, Jesus.
That, and then he looks over. That's what made me famous.
All right,
So you
well,
just slam him into the
Yeah,
ceiling.
pretty much, yeah.
so there were 7. 2 are down. You have 5 more to deal with, and they're walking up. Tactically up those rows. They only have right now. They only have lines of fire on. Because of the servers on either side, they only can see pretty much at their 12 o'clock, and they only catch bits and pieces of you. So,
How bad are San's hands? Like, can he still hold a gun, or is he like his hands useless
so
right now?
that first hit you took,
Yeah.
that was pretty much through your hand.
Okay.
So is
It-
that
it's
major or severe?
that was a severe.
Okay. So I won't be able to hold the gun with that hand.
You can try,
Yeah.
but it really fucking hurts.
Yeah. Okay.
The other one was just a graze,
Okay. So I still have my left hand and pretty
Mhm.
much tacked. Okay.
but that's all you need really.
As long as you got one hand to shoot.
Well, let's get down to brass tacks, shall we? As opposed to the employees, what's the status on the physical integrity of the computer that I attached the tag to? There has been a lot of return fire, and
No, the servers are still up and running, and
We should probably move away from that one so we
Yeah.
don't draw any fire towards it.
so you're so how are you your character sheet? Can I see it?
So I got an idea for something I want to do when.
Sure.
Hold on a second.
Blah blah blah. Computer kit. Awesome. So your business suit, as Tanaka's are, pretty much you have think the Borg, right? Out of your nice business suit. These almost like nano tubes, these tubular things have connected into the server, and then on your arm is a data display of what's being downloaded. So right now you're at 60%. Okay. So Josh,
Yes.
I'm sorry, Emra. As you're sitting there, sort of waiting for Kona to do her work, his work, you spot another security person walking up the far right row of servers, and he doesn't see you.
Okay, so am I, because of my jumpsuit's connected, can I move from this position and still maintain the connection I have?
Yeah, for now. Yep.
Yeah, presumably like within some limited range, but like I don't have to be.
Oh no,
Locked to the wall.
I would say that like wireless capability in this universe is like 25 instead of 2.4 or 5 gigahertz.
Uh-huh.
So you can you can move around as needed.
Okay, I am going to attempt to sneak up on him then, and I'll try to shoot him. Get a good beat on him and shoot him with my laser rifle.
Okay, so he's basically in between. So that glass.
Oh right, yeah. Do I have a direct line of sight that does not involve the server? Like if I miss.
So you have. So you're in the lab space, right?
Yes.
So on your left side is that wall, is a half wall, and above that is a glass window stretching all the way down.
Mhm.
On the other side of that glass half wall are the servers and him walking up. So you could theoretically sort of crouch down and make your way towards him. You could be like 2 feet away from him, but there's going to be a glass window in between you and him. And on the other side of him is that bank of servers.
Okay. Would I be able to? Would you consider a glass cutter to be a normal part of an engineering kit?
A glass?
Just say, So it says so.
Or something.
Emma has an engineering kit as part of her jumpsuit. She has tools to repair and dismantle machinery: hammers, drills, cutters, wrenches, welders, grips, cables, diagnostic tools.
So
cage
you
lamp.
have in your engineering kit is a plasma torch. However, when you stand up to try to make a hole in the window, he would be like, "What is this guy doing?"
Okay, fair point. Okay, so if
I mean, it is a laser rifle. You could fire that through glass without potentially destroying the glass. That's what.
well, I just want to make sure that that I maneuver myself so that if I were to shoot at him and miss, that it would not hit the servers. Like, would I be able to, take a 45-degree angle at him?
Oh yeah. So it's the wall, the solid wall, is 3 feet high, and the rest going up to the top of the ceiling is all glass, right? So if you're crouched down and then angled your rifle up so that you could see his head, and behind his head was just ceiling space,
Yeah,
right?
that's my goal.
That's a possibility. However, remember that that this ceiling space is there so that data cables can run through it.
Basically,
Oh, I
any
see what you're
shots
saying.
we miss with have the potential to cause problems.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, let's see.
So it is up to you, sir.
Kona, what do you think of the analysis of the situation? I think this is a swell idea to just continue to download all this juicy information I'm finding, and you're not being very helpful. I am. Is there any way for her to survey the scene and see the status of her compatriots at the moment?
She's really busy right now.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna hold pat. No one's calling for help, so she's just gonna keep her head down and focus on getting what she's downloaded, and then delete everything that's in the database. Oh, sorry, I should stop that. She's just gonna download what she's downloading.
Okay.
And wait until she finishes before she tries to move out.
Kyra.
I grab my gun and get out of the way. Go hide somewhere.
Okay, so from your advantage, you can just see sort of the armored helmet and the shoulder pads and the elbow pads of the guy moving up next to that sort of aisle next between the server and those windows over there. And then you see someone also moving up off your left side, a few rows to your left.
Can I look at my gun to see if it's even functional anymore, or or should I just try to blast it and see if it actually works?
So you have a sort of so your gun is a plasma pistol, right? So, so you see the you don't have a magazine in the traditional sense. You have a charge pack that's sort of underneath the barrel of this weapon, and you see it's scorched pretty bad. So you don't know until you fire it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to hide as well as I can and take a shot off at somebody.
Where are you gonna hide?
What's there to hide behind there?
So you're at the opening of the elevator. You could go back in and sort of use the sides of the elevator, or you could move off left to take cover behind Mr. Sampson.
Or the computer.
No, if they come after
terminals.
me, can I shut the elevator and go down a floor? And
No, this is the last floor. It's
or go up a
G?
floor. I mean.
2-3. That's what it says on it.
And we're at 3.
You're at 3.
Where are the stairs to our reference?
Your
You said there were
stairs?
stairs.
The stairs
Yeah.
are on the opposite side.
Ah, of course. Okay. Naturally.
Indeed.
Well, I should probably get out of the elevator so I'm not trapped in a little box that I can get out of, right?
Sure. Well, you tell me what you do.
Well, can I shut the elevator doors if they like start coming at me, or is that not?
Well, you could stand inside and hit closed door, but as soon as you walk through the doors, they're gonna open again, and then
All right, so I'm gonna get the hell out of the elevator.
okay, you're out of the elevator.
and I'm gonna
And
hide behind the closest thing I can find.
So the closest thing you find is the. How tall are you, Samson?
He's
Same.
like 6'3".
Okay, so 6'3" plate armor guy. You could
I'm smaller. than
little
that.
get behind him, or you could go further left towards Tanaka.
Samson's
where
going to
he's-
be on the move pretty soon too.
Right, so
Okay.
you could get near Tanaka and sort of provide cover for him.
Okay, that's what I'll attempt to do, and
And
I don't know if my gun is gonna work, but let's attempt to shoot it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, then
okay, roll
I'm gonna
open
continue
fire,
to
please.
try to run and hide. Okay, what is that? D10?
2d6. Everything
Everything's 2D.
is 2d6.
Which is nice. It's easy to.
Throw phone.
Yeah.
That is to say, well,
Alright,
That'll-
I got a 10.
Roll the 10.
Yep, I rolled a 10.
Okay. You So yeah, describe to me what happens. What did you do? Your gun works.
Excellent.
Nothing wrong with it.
Alright, it blows right into somebody and freaking kills them.
Excellent. Very good. So
Was
you
that-
make
which guy was that? Was that the one that was sneaking up towards Emira's direction?
Yeah.
okay.
Zip.
Emma, you're in the clear for now.
I got your back.
Thank you very much. That is most appreciated of you.
I applaud your fire, Kyrie. That's,
So,
shooting someone in the back.
On to
It's the
Samson.
safest way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
well,
what
gotta do
Samson
what you
wants to
gotta
do is he
do.
wants to pull out his combat hatchet, and what he wants to do is he wants to find the biggest knot of these approaching guys and try to charge at them such that he can slam one into another before he starts laying into them
Okay.
with the hatchet.
So that was 1, 2, 3. We're down to 4. There's so you're sort of you're halfway in between those the front of the rows of and the wall behind you. Just like right in front of you, you see them. Yeah, 2 by 2 coming up the lane.
All right, so before I get up, I'm just gonna say, "Stay down, boss." Before I get up and just charge at them.
Okay.
Full speed.
Believe me, I intend to.
So launch assault, please.
Fuck you. I'm not letting you roll my dice anymore.
Oh shit!
So that's a 5. Does somebody want to give me covering fire?
Does it out of little give like a +1, or is that the other game?
No, it turns it. You can turn a failure into a partial success.
Yeah.
Out of character question, the neural interceptor that Tanaka uses, does that require recharge time after each shot, or how many rounds does it need from one shot to the next?
This is like
Oh no, that's a stun weapon. So like, just think of a taser, right? How many times can you discharge a taser?
Once.
And then
You have to reload it.
but this is a space taser.
it's a
from the
space
future.
taser.
Oh,
So
it's not like
I would think that there
Oh,
are
okay.
so many times you can dig that thing into a person before it runs out of juice.
Oh, okay. So, well, I'm going to follow Kyra's lead and attempt to shoot another one of these GSS soldiers who didn't get a memo in the back in an attempt to take the heat off of my esteemed employee.
so this get involved.
The neural interceptor, is that a melee weapon or is that a
It's
firearm?
a pistol.
It's a pistol stun thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, given enough time, if we linger, I'm assuming that
All right.
The
so
one that
go ahead
slumped
and
over.
roll open fire.
8 plus 1 on metal, so that makes it a 9.
Okay. Yeah, you connect.
Oh.
You connect with one of them, and so this neural interceptor.
Yeah.
It's not just like a bolt of electric energy that it fires, right? It's an actual like a dart.
Okay.
Right. That once it connects, it discharges. So this thing slams into the lead guy that you were going after, right? But unfortunately, it sizzles him. He falls into you, and with your plate armor, you get some of that too,
Okay.
and your legs are now numb from it, and you fall to the ground.
Whoops.
All right, so I'm just prone temporarily.
Yes.
Okay.
No one's on top of him. Like, is anyone?
No,
on top?
there's another guy right behind that guy.
All right.
Okay, at this
Can I
point,
attack
Emra
him?
is gonna jump in and try and
Can I
blast
attack
him.
again?
So Emma, you don't see.
Oh, is it out of my line of
Yeah,
sight?
I'm
Yeah.
all the way over on the other side of the area.
He's almost in a bay of servers.
Okay.
You don't see him take a knee.
Has it been enough time
Sonic
that I
can
can
help too,
attack
if needed.
again, or?
Yeah. So there's no the way
So it's
this
not like
plays
There's
is
no
sort of
initiative
all
order.
organic.
A turn?
No, there's no like turns.
All right.
It's
Well,
just
I'm
like-
gonna go again.
That's the thing I like about this game. Just when you have the opportunity, you kind of just. San will help too if it doesn't work out with Kyra. Is it Kyra or Kira? Kyra?
Kyra.
Kyra.
Exactly.
Yeah, 'cause I
But,
said-
well, it's Kyra. Yeah, it's Kyra.
Yeah, I said Kairi a second ago. I'm like,
yeah.
oh no, I knew
Whatever.
that wasn't
It
it.
starts with a K and it's something
Ends
else.
with an A. It's
Exactly.
Ka.
Yeah. Ka.
Kaka.
No.
Ka.
Okay, I rolled a 9.
Okay. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna shoot that guy and he's gonna die.
Okay. Well, yes.
Maybe. Hopefully.
All right. Well, yeah, you shoot that guy, and his face sizzles into nothingness.
There you go.
At the same time, though, you hit one of those server banks,
Ah, son of
and
a.
Emra.
Yes.
Kona informs you that the link has been disconnected.
Sorry. My bad.
Oh dear God, what did you do this time? Wasn't me, Chief. I promise.
Tanaka
And
would like to ask if this disconnects the connection or merely destabilizes it. Because if we get rid of all the GSS soldiers, it doesn't really matter how long it takes to download the data.
Who are you asking?
Oops. Oh.
Yeah, because like you aren't even aware that she's.
Emra would ask
Yeah, so-
Kona the same question.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like nobody even knows that this is screwed with Kona,
No.
Okay, and the server bank that got hit was the one on
except
Kona's side.
maybe you might have heard somebody cursing in the background.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so you're over on so as you came out of that elevator, right? You
I'm
got
over on the left behind one
right,
of the
yeah, you're
computers
over,
that
you're
I'm
over there,
cabled into,
right?
and I dropped one guy and dropped another and did more damage to Samson than well, I knocked Samson down as well too through the charge
Yeah,
through the charge
but
connecting.
he's good now because she just took out another guy, but at the same time she disabled his link.
How many guys are left now?
Should be
Two?
Yeah.
Two guys are left.
Alright.
Which I think the only person that sees these two guys rushing up the same corridor of servers is Mr.
San Holo.
San Holo.
With no hands.
Are they both kind of like near each other, or like they separate? Like,
Huh?
are the two guys?
So they
remaining
are
close,
they
or-
they are whatever that's called. And
Staggered.
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 Yeah.
That's a good
There you
word. And about 3 feet. One's 3 feet ahead of the other, and they're moving up, and they got a beat on you.
All right. All right.
I've been trying
I
to-
hope this roll works. I'm gonna do the roll first, and then
trying to keep
narratively. Not what it's gonna be.
What are you doing?
I'm
Just
going
go.
to jetpack.
No, don't roll.
Okay.
You tell me what you're doing, then I'll tell you to roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to jetpack with a rapier in one hand
Okay.
and my fist in the other, and the rapier is going to be the guy staggered behind.
Okay. So. All right. So I want you to re-roll.
Okay. Fuck. Now I'm gonna get a fucking 3.
So launch assault, and that's plus physique.
Ooh, even better. 10 plus physique is
Yeah.
11.
11.
Yes.
All right. Tell me exactly what happens.
So he's feeling a little cocky after his last move because it worked. He's like, "All right, folks, you thought that was good? Watch this one."
Uh-huh.
Hits his jetpacks. He has his one fist out like this with a rapier. His other one's back here ready. He launches forward and then punches him right in the face as the other one stabs him, the guy in the chest.
Nice. Yeah.
And they both just, you know.
So the guy on your right side, the guy that gets punched in the
Yeah.
face, he takes it pretty hard. He's unconscious on the floor. The other guy is utterly dead, and he has a rapier all the way through his chest.
Excellent. Excellent.
Kona, where is the backup terminal? A place this large, with this sort of sophistication, you cannot tell me that it's all rooted into one single system. There is not a single backup anywhere on this floor. I don't know, Chief. I'll find out right away.
My toesies are tinkling.
San stands up. Not how you start, it's how you finish.
Come over here. We have a bandage slot.
Yes, please.
I wanna try and patch up his severe injury.
Okay.
Thank you.
Please do expertise, correct?
I'll let you roll this one.
So 8 plus 1, it's 9.
9.
I don't have it on my sheet here, but I think it's like I can mitigate the effect.
Oh, I've got it. I got it. Hold on.
But I can't do it again anytime soon.
That's right. You
patch
reach
up
the limit of
is-
what you can do. You cannot reattempt to patch up the subject now. So you choose one. Treat a single, minor, major, or severe injury.
Yeah.
So that's what you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna treat
And
that.
that was a severe injury. So
Yep.
you're going to treat it. So until you get to a like your starship,
Yeah.
the outrageous fortune. That's when you can fix it again. Okay. But
So I'm fixed now.
But for now, you have a dirty ass, sweaty piece of
Gauze.
whatever
Fat.
wrapped
Silk
up
skin.
around your hand.
But I'm
yeah.
able to have like normal motion and all that. Like,
No.
no. Okay.
No.
So I'm not gonna get
This
fixed like
piece
an
is
actual
fine.
ship.
It's been used plenty of times before, but it's been sterilized. It's
And
very
you're gonna
good.
fix
Is lucky bandage.
And you're gonna fix this up a little better when we get back to the ship.
Oh, do
Yeah,
relax.
I guess if you want to be picky.
Do relax. This contrivances of fabric
a-
have worked plenty
It
of
is a
times before.
cloth. I get
No,
stabbed through the.
it's silk skin.
I get shot through the hand.
Yeah, and your love life will suffer for it. But in the meantime,
No,
you
my
have
love
other
life
things-
is no. Never mind.
Okay, the other one.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm a lefty.
So I'm gonna ask in character. So as it stands right now, my employees are hurt, but they've successfully killed 4 enemies.
7.
7.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess-
3
I
of them
guess-
are asleep.
Don't ask me.
That's
Oh.
true.
Talk to them.
Oh, okay.
I'm not here.
All right, gentlemen. So you've successfully killed 4 of them, and
7.
well, no, because I put 2 of them to sleep. With
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah, that's what I mean. There's
And I
dead,
knocked
dead.
one
And,
unconscious.
okay, so you've knocked one out. I've incapacitated 2, and you both have killed the other 4. Excellent work, and I think my data download progress stands at about 80%. No, I'm asking.
Okay.
I don't know how this works.
So whatever you say
Oh.
is the truth.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So like we collaboratively tell a story. Whatever you say is when we agree on it. You know what I mean? So if you're at 80%, you're at 80%.
Well, 80%, with all 7 enemies incapacitated. I dare say you've earned yourselves something of a bonus. Something. Don't mistake me for being generous.
Oh, we would never, sir.
I could use some med kits.
Unfortunately, Samson's contrivance of cloth will have to do for the time being.
It's
Fair
silk skin. It's just a little worse for the wear.
So that's what they call cloth these days.
Amateurs. Anyway, I was wondering if maybe we should be doing something about any security footage. I don't think any of us would want this coming back on us.
It's true.
Also, we should probably figure out how Emmer's doing with the server.
What are you talking
Kona,
about? Where
find me
is
that
Emma?
damn backup server.
Well, I heard her yell at some point. I don't know what for. Maybe her stupid clone did something stupid.
What? No, or AI.
AI, whatever. Yeah, I'm thinking.
Could
Who-
Kyra
who's a
destroy
clone?
the
Clones,
security?
AIs.
So Chris,
Yeah.
I'm going to say that there is a backup server, but it's on like the far side of the room, which was, as a way to island it off
Yeah.
from the main access, which got disabled.
Yep.
So like that would have been based on where it was placed, it would have been more of a problem than it necessarily is now when they're all incapacitated or dead.
Okay.
So, without saying what she's doing, Emra's going to make a beeline over to that server and have Kona plug in.
Okay. So with that, Kyra's arm starts flashing red. So I don't know if you've seen her character sheet or not, but she, as a Starfarer, has the ability to take a Class 3 flyer. So she has a shuttle. That's what you came here on. That has the upgrades of armed. It has a forward-facing laser cannon that can be fired by the pilot. Connected, so she's connected to it at all times. And sealed, so you can take it into space, right? Additionally, she has the upgrade of upgrade, so she can pick any of those and temporarily put it whatever item, right? Emra has that upgrade as well, right?
Yep.
So that's how you got here stealthed, right? There's whatever she did to tweak she named it Talon to get into where you are. So it's stealth right now. However, so her arm is flashing red, and she looks down at her arm. She touches a few things and says, "We have company."
Ruh-roh.
Okay. He still got one good hand.
Incoming ships. Oh crap! All right, guys. Might be time to head out.
So, boss, what's your theory on maybe exploding this place as we leave it? Is that within the parameters, or... Because I don't want my face on a wanted bounty poster anytime soon.
I've been there. It's not that bad.
Yeah, but more trouble than it's worth.
Might be a good idea to get rid of this place.
Is there perhaps a way I could enlist Kona's help in wiping the information from this place without...
Emma.
Oh, oops.
No, she's just...
No, Tanaka.
I'm going to eat through that bag.
Bad clone. Bad.
Is there a way we could destroy the data without destroying the physical facility itself?
Emra's, by this point, probably over to the backup server. And already going to do that anyway, as she is kind of yelling from the far end, and she's going to reconnect. I assume it would have the same access codes, just because the point was to separate the servers so they wouldn't fail at the same time. So, do you need me to re-roll?
I would like to see what your interface skills are, or your expertise skills are, in an attempt to delete the data rather than destroying the whole facility physically. Something that's blown up will obviously indicate to anyone that comes by that we intended to blow it up.
So Kona has access.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't. Kona can't rewrite or change that data at the moment.
Mr. Tanaka, I've provided access into this interface system. If you have some degree of means to push over the final step, as it were, the proverbial door is open to you.
The computer kit I do have would likely be able to change the transponder readings on the soldiers that were recently dispatched to indicate that they are still alive as opposed to dead. That way, perhaps the incoming enemy forces from Kyra's display would tell the soldiers incoming and inbound that they might be expecting their own soldiers to be alive, as opposed to coming in guns up expecting their soldiers to be dead. And the assailants us still being in here. So let's change the transponder readings on these deceased soldiers.
Oh wait, okay. What? Sorry, one more thing. According to the description of artificial intelligence, it can enter, unlock, and activate systems at your command. Can I activate the? Can I pair what Tanaka is saying with activating if the facility has any self-defense mechanisms?
Excellent thinking.
All right, so
Ooh, that's true.
So the defense systems of this lab, minor that they are, were disabled because of Tanaka's bribery. That's how you got in. Okay, so if the AI, right, that you have can activate it again. However, because this is a GSS facility, we'll recognize the transponder codes on the GSS or whatever inbound, and not fire.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but so if Tanaka can rewrite, like, if he can,
One would have to have the ability to rewrite systems.
Oh, that's what I'm asking Tanaka if he can do.
Okay.
Can I essentially get him in, and then he can do that, like the two of us working together?
Well, let me look at his character sheet. I don't think he can do that.
Is there some way we can just signal the ships, hey, false alarm,
He
everything's
has
good?
sabotage, program, and network.
It's all good.
Yes, the surveillance data sheet. That's why I was asking the question that I did, because that seems to be the limit of visibility, which is just to indicate. The best we can do from here is to indicate that the soldiers we just dispatched are still alive, so that whoever's coming for us doesn't come in guns up from the
Yeah.
start.
Maybe we can like
And-
pretend to be. Oh yeah, we were.
So while they're talking about that, Sam's gonna go to one of the dead soldiers and see if he can like get a headset off of them.
Yeah, there you go. I know. Let's
Yeah.
all like quickly swap clothes with the dead soldiers. and be
Hello? Is this thing
like,
on?
"Hi." Can we shove the soldiers into the closet?
San's
somewhere
actually going
and
to
be
switch
like,
clothing with the guy he knocked out.
Not the most elegant form of surprise, but an element of surprise will be preserved if we do that nonetheless.
So you when Samson grabs a the earbud out of the dead soldier's ear, there's just nothing. Nothing's there.
Ooh. Right. Well then.
Yeah.
Guys, maybe we should
This
head
was
back to the ship at this
because you figure that because this facility was just cut off from the antenna array that's on the just outside of the facility to broadcast or whatever, that whatever was going on second level and below is just cut off from the outside world without physical access and movement to outside sources.
Oh, well then maybe I'll keep the communicator with me until we get higher up.
Okay. In the meantime, Emerald's gonna finish downloading what she's downloading.
Yeah. So by this point,
Yeah.
Tanaka has finished his download and Emma has finished her download.
Okay. So it might be time to
Skedaddle.
get the hell out of here.
I see no further reason to remain here.
Yeah. Let's run for the ship.
Yeah, there's
Get
people
it.
incoming. Let's turn on the landing lights
Yeah.
for them. And he's gonna hold up Old Painless.
So is Old Painless a reference to Predator or Fallout?
It's a reference to people naming guns Old Painless.
Okay, so both.
Yeah,
Okay,
and more.
very good.
Wait, so a Gatling gun or a brush rifle?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
high
my
ex-
question.
it's a high explosive breaching plasma projector. So it basically lobs a giant ball of plasma in sort of an arc, and it goes off like wow.
So that
Okay.
three-pronged weapon from New Vegas. Okay, gotcha. I know which one.
So not an indoor weapon.
No, well, not a close quarters weapon. Like
Right,
you're
right,
in
right.
a big enough building,
Yeah.
or if you're desperate enough.
Well,
you have to forgive me if I don't suggest the use of something with a 15-foot blast radius in a 10-foot room.
Well, yeah, I wasn't going to use it in here. Give me some credit.
Alright, guys, let's run and get out of here now. Back
Yeah.
to the ship. Let's go. Quickly.
Yeah, and away we go.
Let's go,
Upstairs
let's go.
to get more rum and coke.
Sorry, Josh. Be right back.
Yep.
No problem.
Yeah, getting back in the elevator does seem like a good commercial break.
I think that's...
You
Yeah.
could take the stairs.
We're all
And
I was
running,
now-
gonna
Josh,
say,
load us
why
up.
aren't we taking the stairs?
Wait.
running up the stairs. This is fine.
And now for the commercial. Do you suffer from male itch?
Yeah, Josh, find us some good elevator music.
I'm gonna come.
I'm not sure it would necessarily work because I've got
Oh,
I'm not the audio may not work, but I'll give it a
Whatever
try.
audio comes through your microphone will be recorded.
Okay, we'll give it a try.
That's a commercial break. I might actually have time to get it queued up.
Can you guys hear that?
No, we just heard, can you guys hear that? And then silence.
Okay, well I'll have to unplug my headphones. Stand by. That ain't better? Can anyone hear that?
No, we hear someone else's alarm in a phone. Oh, now I hear it.
Oh, good.
Okay, there we Oh, wait. Okay, now I hear it. So I had one queued up.
This is elevator music 1 hour, so I think we should be okay.
I found Bossa Nova Muzak, 1 minute and 40 seconds elevator music.
You know what? This is actually kind of catchy. I kind of want to play this when I'm at work.
Oh. Okay, I got it queued up. But your audio system's better than mine. I'll be back downstairs in a minute.
Okay.
Yep. So, Emma.
What's the most?
elevator music-ish one you can
Yeah.
get.
Yeah.
That the one I put is exactly 1 minute and 40 seconds, which is just enough time to
Yeah.
get the feeling of it, but not too much.
Yeah.
This one, the one Josh put on, is very Havana, Cuban-esque. You know, like I'm enjoying some cigars and food made out of fish. That would be called fish. Oh yeah, your phone was ringing some minutes ago. So I was drawing. By burp, I meant
So
Matt.
they are going to be down there on Sunday.
All right, so
Okay.
exactly how to do this.
Oh, cool.
Are we almost back?
Almost.
Alright.
Just tell me
Chris-
when to.
So you're cool with
Chris and
that?
Carrie are like
Next week?
bathrooming. You know what this is, Josh? This is like nighttime beach music, and it's
It is
cool.
nighttime beach music, yeah. I go see this out, like Caribbean island, sunset going down, nice and chill. Maybe like one of those like
the thing in the for that.
lounges in Miami with the fish tank that's all like, lit up.
Yep. And the lounge is
Looks
on
like
the pier
Skyforge.
itself.
What's that?
Ever played Skyforge?
Sounds familiar.
It's
But
free on PS4 right now.
I tried the Surge, which is one of the free PS Plus games this month. It's like bad Dark Souls with robots.
Oh god.
Oh, dude, that's
We're still playing Emma. You look so sad.
She's like, no food is dropped.
And then I give her scratch by the ears, and then when I stop, and then she does the 5 thing that's like, hey, wait,
Why are you
continue.
stopping?
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing this until you're on?
Are you eating ice cream?
No, I'm
With
eating
it-
frozen yogurt.
Sure it is.
It's Passover, leave me alone.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
With his nighttime cabana music. But then once the doors open, wait a minute.
These two playing at the same time is very confusing.
Yeah.
No, oops.
This is my soundboard app. I had the best soundboard app that had all the good stuff, and then they stopped supporting it. So it's like I still have my favorites, but they don't have anything else on there. So it's like I'm stuck with.
This is the one I needed
Hey
to
Josh,
find
stop
earlier.
yours for a minute.
Yeah,
Wait.
stand by. Go ahead.
It's much better.
Can you hear that?
Yep.
Great.
It's the genericest.
I love that word.
Chris, if you need an alarm,
Wait.
Nice. I like it.
or my personal favorite.
There we come. That's you.
No, you know what mine was for my third deployment in Afghanistan? Peter Griffin's rendition of Streetlight Peoples. He was just a lonely boy,
Oh yeah.
born and raised in South. No, that's the Cleveland version. That was Cleveland. Oh, Peter, don't make me do it. He was just a lonely boy, born and raised in South Detroit.
If we go to a bar,
Yeah.
No, that would get us into fair use problems.
All right. So elevator doors open.
So you have collected your data.
No
So
simple
you
yes
can
on there, is
you can run the 500 feet forward, and there's that stairwell that brings you back to the second level above you, or you can go up the elevator. Your choice.
Elevator seems more expedient, yeah.
I'm at the
Also-
far end, right? That's why I said the backup server was.
Yeah, so
actually it'd be
you're
quicker to take the stairs.
So you sort of regroup together. Like once you've collected the data, as you're
Okay.
making your way back, like that's when say your name again.
Kyra.
Kyra's arm starts glowing. Okay, so if you're going to take the elevator up, is that what you do?
Yes, I don't
Let's
want
do
to
it.
walk.
You,
And everybody be prepared.
you take the elevator up, and as you walk out the elevator, that conference room where those lab techs were is off your right side. They are not there. It is empty. Everything is completely empty.
I'm surprised.
Lights are flickering here and there.
Run.
Expediency would be the best course of action, seeing as that Kyra's alarm system seems to indicate enemy forces
Oh,
inbound.
that's what the boss
We need
says.
to get
So
back to the ship. Let's go. As quickly as humanly possible.
All right. So you're making your way up.
Can Kona access the external surveillance cameras?
So are you trying to do that wirelessly?
Yeah.
You have to roll plus interface as you're running.
Okay. That's a 7.
Okay. So as you're running, yeah, you do. You access so you can see sort of the floor of the fissure, you know, from cameras that are mounted on the wall face above the entrance, and there is nothing there.
And she goes to tell us and falls flat on her face.
No, that's it. There's just nothing. You don't see anything.
Kyra, how certain are you of the integrity and the security of Talon's internal systems?
I'm very confident in Talon's abilities to. Let's just get back to the
It's
ship.
not a personal judgment. It's just
Good
an
shit,
No,
honest
it is
question.
not. I
Good
am
ship name,
very
by the way.
confident. I have personally seen to this security system.
Good ship name, by
We
the
have
way.
to go.
Strong name.
Absolutely. I trust Talon more than I trust you people. Let's get back to our ship.
It's not a question
Wow,
of trusting people. It's a
hurtful.
question of trusting what the cameras see.
She's not very social.
We still have the ship that
No,
was
she's-
mine, right? That
She's
ended up
grown
being
up on
sold.
ships. She hasn't been around a
What?
lot of people.
Do you remember when we first started this?
I don't remember anything from when we first started this.
When we
I was
first- when we
sick
first-
and dying.
I was
Oh, you were.
hacking
Yeah.
up along every
had,
3
I
seconds.
had my ship. The ship
You had
we
like
had
a
was a
blue
ship
or
I
something.
owned before and I lost.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't. No, it's gone.
Oh,
It's-
damn it, right.
No, that was another life.
Oh, okay.
Kyra's very attached to her ship, so she wants to get back to it. If it's telling her it's in danger, she's like,
So yeah, Emma, you don't see anything on the display on your wrist, or wherever. Where is your display?
It would be inside of her. She has a heads-up display as part of her jumpsuit.
Okay.
So it would essentially be like there'd be like a window that would like not interfere with her direct line of sight,
Yep.
but she'd like glance over and she'd be able to see it.
Okay. Yep. And she sees nothing.
Does Kyra's alarm display indicate that it's her shuttle that's in danger or our current position?
It's so
3 inbound bogies.
yeah.
But-
There's 3 inbounds, and that's just like
To her shuttle or to our
Where they
Fisher
are.
so
lab
the,
location?
to the shuttle's position, which
Okay.
is 250 meters away from the entrance to the lab. So it's sort of like
Which is
a-
effectively the same thing as
Yeah.
spaceship.
exactly, yeah.
So basically, they're
So
coming in.
it's not like, and you can't tell because you don't have the sensor upgrade. You can't tell, like you can't read transponder codes. You just know like they're just like primary targets inbound. You don't know.
No, the shuttle is stealth, right?
Right now it's stealth.
So
yeah.
it's probably going after the lab, or like the.
Are you making that deduction? I'm not gonna put words in your mouth.
I'm not, but like if they can't.
I'm not
see
answering
the
that question.
shuttle, they might be going after the
My
lab
guess
that
would-
lost communication.
My guess would be
Maybe
one of the
we should
scientists.
just get into the shuttle and get the heck out of there.
My guess would be one of the scientists called somebody.
But yeah, I mean, we did murder a lot of people.
Yeah, we did. We should probably get in the shuttle. And get
Yeah,
out
and
of
if it's still stealth, it might be good to get in there
Chris is
quick.
really enjoying my
there. Let's get
accent.
into the stealth shuttle and leave. Come on, people. Enough debating this. Let's go. Run. Sorry.
All right. So
Yeah, Cranky Lady has a point.
But I just
All right. So you make
She
your way
gets
across
some berries,
the rows of computer desks, and you're standing in front of the elevator, and you're taking it up. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you're back to the administrative area. As you come out of the elevator, they're all on your left side, and there's a corridor, and ahead you can see the receptionist desk, and she's still sitting there filing her nails.
Madam, I would like to file a complaint. The staff here have been very rude to us.
Oh,
I love it.
I'm so sorry.
And,
Please.
he's gonna like lean forward with like the gash on his face.
Hold on. Let me print out a form.
No, let's not hold on. Let's keep going.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
I'm not even gonna dignify this with trying to improve your own internal efficiency or whatever. You just,
Here's the form. Please sign, date. Here, mark your narrative summary of what happened. And if you could have one of
Well,
your
let-
companions sign as a witness, that would be fantastic.
Let me take
Son
this.
holds up his
Kyra
hand.
just says, "Peace
I'll
out.
sign.
I'm gonna keep running. I don't even give a shit. Bye, guys.
And then San follows.
So as Kyra,
Every time.
every time, God, whatever your name is,
Yeah.
Kyra.
Hey,
Kyra.
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 Think Kylie, Kai.
Kai, yes, that there you go.
Yes,
that
Kai.
works. Kai, I should know that before we start. That would be great.
Is it Kaira?
Kyra.
I'm just gonna assume.
Kyra. Kai.
See, it's the Y.
Kyra.
Oh, okay. I
Well,
was
like
thinking
Kyrie Irving.
Kira like
So
Kira
it's
from Deep Space Nine for some reason.
that could be Kira.
Yeah.
Not Kira.
Kyra.
Kyra.
Yep.
Kyra. When Kyra, so she by herself.
San's gonna follow.
Okay, so
Emma would
San
be right
and
behind.
say again.
Emma would be behind the two of them.
Okay, so while
I'm going to take this form and I'm going to mail it back to you when it's complete.
okay.
Yes, do that, please. Let's take care of the form after we depart the facility.
All right, so all of you get into the sort of decompression, the room in between space and atmosphere. Of
Airlock
the,
is
of
the
the
shorthand
lab.
for that.
There you go. Yes.
Thank
The
you,
airlock.
Nathan.
Yeah, that is what it's called.
It is. Yes. You just
What's
said
that
it.
thing where one door opens
Words.
while the other's closed?
The magic of language.
Yes.
The airlock. You've stepped into the airlock, and so yes, the doors behind you closed. The doors in front of you open. In front of you is the chasm that the lab is concealed in, and as you all look up to your left, you see three what look like shuttles inbound to your position.
We're still stealth though, as far as we know.
You are not stealth.
Well, the
your
ship.
ship is stealth, but that is
We're in the
so.
ship though.
So
now,
as
right?
you're walking out of the lab, off your left side, you see three shuttles
Okay,
inbound.
so we're not in the ship yet.
Your ship is 250 meters across the gap, across open
Oh, okay.
open
So they can
rocky
see they can
terrain.
see us running across.
At the bottom of this crevasse.
Maybe.
Well, it depends on their perception check.
I don't think that's how Powered by the Apocalypse works.
Oh, that's right. So
So we should be running, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we be hoofing it.
Yeah.
Are you making fun of me?
No, of course not. I only make fun of the computer lady.
Oh yeah, so long as you keep it, pointed away
Of
from
course, you fire guns, you're good. I like you. Even she fires guns over there. It's the computer one over there. It's kind of. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying this out loud, aren't I? Sorry, my
as-
bedside manners aren't that
So
great.
I think that.
so as
Emma is going to kind of rush forward a bit, like put on a little burst of speed, just so she's in front of San when she fires her jump jets to get a little extra distance ahead, so he has a mouthful of exhaust.
okay.
Such cheating!
Anyone else have jump jets?
I have the jets on my.
Oh, you have jets too as well. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So, Emma, you get a pretty good distance as as this is not 100% gravity. So we'll use, for the remainder, when I say like 100% gravity, we'll just use Earth gravity as a reference, even though none of you are from Earth.
1G.
So that's what that's called. Yes, 1G. This is not
Yes.
1G. It's a probably 80% 1G.
0.8G.
So 0.8 G.
I think,
Yes.
I could imagine Bill chiming in at that because he knows decimals. You mean 0.8 G's?
Yes, that's what that means.
Yeah.
Thank you. Actually, no, it's 80%. Anyway. All right, so, yeah, so
Actually,
Emma, you've made it, about 50 meters in front of the party moving ahead. All in all, the rest of the group has moved about 50 meters away from the lab's entrance. And at that time, those three landers have set down off your left side. And a cloud of debris and dust from the moon's surface has, as they land, just billows out.
Let's get a move on, people.
So as you continue forward, the landing doors of these craft open, and from each one, a group of 6 GSS security forces exits, and behind each one is
Scheisse.
is a very large person, about twice as tall as the soldiers that come out in front of him. And so for each group of 6, there's one of these very tall individuals, and about 3 times the width of Samson in his full plate armor.
They're big then, yeah.
Yeah.
They're very
So, yeah, so they are charging forward towards you.
Can Kona access the ship?
Which ship?
Our ship. Kyra's ship. The shuttle. Sorry, Talon.
Yeah, roll plus interface.
Let's see if we can get remote start.
Well, what's her name? Kyra is already connected.
Oh, she is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she has the connected to it. So
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So I have a rules question here. So San has the fame skill.
Mhm.
So any faction groups, people of importance, always know who San is.
Mhm.
It says allies may use the plus influence if they speak in your name, but you'll suffer any faux pas. Can I, if they recognize me, can I use the plus influence since I'm the famous one?
plus influence to do what?
I don't know, influence them.
Take more bullets?
No, if they, not in this situation, but if somebody were to come up to me
Right.
and recognize me, and they were, say, trying to, threaten us, could I use that influence to try and, sway them? Almost like a diplomacy.
So that would almost be like a get involved,
Okay.
and I would say use plus influence.
Yeah, that's what
You know what I mean?
that's what the fame one is plus influence.
Right. So, but if you're helping someone else out, it's a get involved.
Well, this is allies, so if any of the other characters use my name,
Yeah.
they can use their plus influence.
Who's plus influence?
Theirs. It says allies may. Oh no, my plus influence. So allies may use your plus influence if they speak in your name.
Okay.
So I wasn't sure if I could use that same thing.
Well, you can use your plus influence.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what. Yeah, that's all I want to
Yeah.
make sure.
In fact, you have to.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I do believe this would be resolved best if I could get them to stand down, and I have the means to do that. GSS gentlemen, I'm Saito Tanaka, 5428 Bravo 111. Allow me to step forward. This, because they might not recognize me.
So how are you communicating with them? So they're pretty far away. They're
I toss him the communicator I took off that other guy.
Okay.
This is Saito Tanaka, 5428 Bravo 111. Please hold your fire as I approach This is, I'm gonna need him to throw dice for influence, which is +0.
Well, wait and see if the GM wants you to roll dice.
Oh, is that because that's something that would need it, correct?
So, so in your communicator, so this is only hear this because it's just in your bud, right?
Yeah.
So, and the cone is not like connected to or anything. You hear. Drop all your weapons and step forward.
Very well then. I'll step forward. The rest will remain behind.
No, that's not part of the agreement. All of you drop your weapons and step forward.
You'll find this to be most profitable for both of us and all involved. If I approach first and the rest stay behind, I assure you, you will be well compensated.
Do it.
This. Like, how do I proceed? Like, go forward, right?
Okay.
Okay. So I go forward. Gentlemen, you're going to find these are the ones I've told you about. I get my data. You get your payment. And you get these criminals who have perpetrated this crime against you.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Do we hear him say that though? Are we close enough to hear him say that?
No.
No.
Okay.
Now that's after Tanaka's already stepped forward.
All right.
So you guys are standing in the middle of this this gap. You have you're facing these shuttles. You have your ship on the right. You have that lab entrance on your left, and you have Mr. Tanaka, who's discussing terms with these people, and you can't hear anything. What are you guys doing? What are you guys saying?
I don't know. I feel like San wouldn't stick around for something like that because he's been in enough of those scrums.
Emma
before.
would still be running full bore to tell him. Like
Okay.
she's got some distance already. She certainly hasn't heard anything. She's still moving.
So Sam's got Old Painless spun up and ready to fire.
Okay.
The Jesse Ventura Gatling gun version, or the
No,
the
no,
tri-pronged
the big
plasma thrower.
yeah.
The plasma thrower.
I mean, like, the particle acceleration chamber is spun up.
How
Okay.
many guards
I
are
don't
there?
know.
So there were 3 shuttles.
Okay.
There was six
Three groups of 6
GSS
regulars.
troopers in each,
Yeah.
and then led by each has a massive thing that is twice the size and width of a normal man, huge.
Yeah, I feel like
commanding each.
I feel like San will be. He'd be turned looking kind of with his gun out in his left hand, but still walking backwards, more just keeping an eye out to see what's going to happen.
Mhm.
So, but I'm still going to be heading towards the ship, just
Okay.
backwards.
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're waiting for some sort of sign of some sort of word from the boss here.
Yeah.
Is this working, boss? We can't hear anything.
So,
This is
you
working
can't- that
exactly.
doesn't carry. So.
Oh, we can't.
Would I
we
have
don't
one, though?
internal
'Cause-
communications channel.
Oh, let's,
I will say, yeah, sure. You do with those EVA suits. Yeah, you can
Okay.
you can discuss. So.
oh, I assure you, gentlemen, this is working exactly as intended. I'll step forward now, and Tanaka proceeds to step forward
To
Is that,
in the direction of the 3 recently landed GSS shuttles,
okay.
with the 18 regular GSS troops and the 3 biomechanical heavies or whatever they are.
You don't know yet. So.
Oh, okay. They're just huge.
You're right.
huge fucking guys.
Yeah, it's just
Huge.
What if it was one guy with 6 guns?
Somebody got the reference.
Yes. All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna have Tanaka head in the direction of the 3 ships.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh, I already told them that I already disclosed that these are the individuals who are responsible for the criminal attack on the GSS lab facility.
I forget the thing already. Very good.
Okay.
He was
Australian.
Yeah,
He was?
yeah,
He
he
was
was.
Aussie.
I didn't even know.
I was just doing a voice.
I was just doing a voice, man.
I was overcome.
Very good. I want you to. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, so you're playing a part of the GSS troop commander that just landed? Okay.
So I asked you to put down your weapon.
In my case,
Now.
very well then.
Take a seat on board the shuttle.
Which one?
The first fucking one you see.
Oh dear. This isn't going quite as planned.
Is he getting on the shuttle?
Sure looks like it.
He's not telling us anything.
Did he already pay us?
There was the security deposit, but
I may be willing to just take the security deposit and go.
Gentlemen,
that's a lot of guys.
Yeah, that's a lot of guys.
Emerald's gonna get back to the ship, and assuming that Kyra's system will let her turn things on and aim the laser cannons.
That's what I was gonna say. If we have the internal communications, Son will be like, "Okay, I know I said some bad stuff there, but you may want to turn the guns on them just in case."
What if I turn them on you? How would you feel about my personality then?
It'll be like flowers.
Yeah, that's
Sparkling
right.
flowers.
That's what I thought. And Emerald's just gonna run in and activate,
Kyra's
I guess,
already in the
shields
ship,
up.
And she's like, all right, guys, like, seriously, I'm peacing out here. Like,
I say we leave them.
Well, we have to wait for the GM to get back from his
True.
potty break.
yeah,
Potty break.
it would kind of narratively ruin any surprises I might decide to think up if, because I've exceeded the narrative surprises that are given
so
on this
are some of
piece.
us actually in the ship now?
Yeah, you and Emma are in the ship.
Okay.
I'm backpedaling to the ship a little bit
So you
slower.
three are kind of like.
I'm a lot farther away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the farthest away, then probably me, and then
And you're
Obviously
trying to
Tanaka's-
negotiate with these guys, being like, guys, it's cool. Like,
He's trying to betray us. It doesn't sound like it's working out right.
no.
I like the part where he flipped over the paper to see.
There's
Oh, wait,
a
what?
somewhere you missed.
it's not me. It's these,
Yeah.
these guys.
Yeah.
I have nothing to do. I don't
This-
even know what they're doing. It's
this
like,
was
get them.
the plot twist, but I've exceeded the space of the plot
Counter
twist.
twisted.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What a twist!
Like, son of a... Get in the ship! Time to go! Oh dear. We'll see how this plays out. In the capital. You're lucky.
What you gonna do?
So,
Fly away. Alright,
It appears
so half of, no, well.
as if
less.
I've paid for services that don't intend to be rendered, gentlemen. I'm gonna see just what these large, huge fucking guys are made out of. So I communicate this, in a covert way to the employees, and I'm gonna step forward towards one of to one of the ships that I've been instructed to step forward to. But I'm going to do so in a way that puts me in the closest proximity to one of those huge guys as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't he drop his gun?
he did.
Oh boy.
With that in mind, it appears as if there's an electronic component that controls the back of these otherwise. They're not biomechanical weapons. They're just huge, freaking guys. But it looks like they have something electronic on the back of their neck. I'm going to see just what my cable work can do to them. I intend to use one of these guys against the regulars and see just what these machines are capable of.
Good luck.
Wait, you're not
So,
our friend.
so you're using a skill that you have?
Yeah, I'm using an interface skill with the
What's it called?
interface skill.
No, the. Are you just? Are you
Career
Well,
skill.
it's a computer kit, but it's basically the cabling stuff that's attached to the back of his arm.
Okay, so like you say, you're going to use this, like.
Yeah.
Oh no, are you using sabotage? Using program?
Now it's oh, this is hard. I need a physique
So
to
no-
get within
like,
range of the.
So you have this. So just picture.
Yeah.
Right. You have this huge
Fucking guy.
fucking guy.
Yeah.
Right. Like. Just standing there off your left side as you're walking up a ramp to the shuttle, right?
Mhm.
And you have in your possession a computer kit
Yes.
that has some cables in it,
Mhm.
right? This huge fucking guy has a electronic device in the back of his neck.
Yes.
How do you propose narratively that you plug in these cables and then hack into and reprogram this huge fucking guy?
Hold on, there's a spider on your neck.
What's that?
Go gadget leg. Go gadget legs.
Dylan.
So
This would
My
require
next character is
that would require
a physique test first to even reach.
That would require a
Yeah,
lot.
don't think about the mechanics. Think about
Yeah.
narrative.
Think about it narratively. What are you gonna do? Like,
Assuming every die roll goes right, what does this look like?
No. This looks like him attempting to very nonchalantly, or at least have the appearance of such, strolling beside this rather huge.
so how tall
soldier.
are all Tanakas?
I'm gonna say 5'9".
5'9".
So this creature is easily twice his size.
He's 8 feet tall.
No, 8
So
feet
you're
tall.
not just gonna casually
8 feet tall?
reach.
That's within range of his arms.
Imagine a
That's
space
cabling.
marine, I guess.
How much basketball game do Tanakas have? Like, could they dunk?
They're a shitty point guard.
-1 physique, if that answers your question.
I think it does.
What I'm capitalizing on is they think I'm going to go willingly, and
Okay.
and that's what I'm capitalizing on. That they think I want to play ball with them and desire to betray my subordinates, which I do, but not at the expense of being betrayed myself, which I will not allow. So therefore, I'm going to try and appear as if I'm not afraid
Okay.
of this rather large soldier,
Mm-hmm.
and attempt to reach my cables up to the back of his neck.
All right.
Unfortunately, this will require speed on my part
Uh-huh.
that I usually hire out to other people.
Okay. So if that's what you're going to do, I need you to roll a plus physique.
Yep. Or a minus physique, rather.
Yeah.
Roll well.
Throw phone. Oh god, I've got a 4 in an
Oh,
attempt
shit.
to reach his.
Oh
I guess it's a good thing there's a lot of Tanaka clones, isn't it? Okay, so what happens is I attempt to reach my cabling up to the back of this brute's neck.
Yeah.
No, I mean, what happens? I mean, I rolled a 4.
Right.
Isn't that the number
Yes,
where you dictate?
it is.
Where it is.
So-
Okay.
Yeah, give him a second. He's
No, I have it. I'm
He's
good.
planning your debacle.
Okay. This is.
So,
All right now.
yeah, as you try to use the elevation of the ramp to get what height you try
Yeah.
to jump up and try to insert this cable into this device back there, right? This thing moves faster than you thought possible. Okay? It grabs your arm
Mid jump.
in a grip that you know you cannot get out of. Okay. It and just holds you there by your arm. He turns and takes his other hand and grabs your wrist.
Now,
And-
when
and
this is happening, can Cairo take a gunship and like blast at this guy?
Huh? So where are you guys at?
We're in
I'm
the ship.
backpedaling
Are you guys
closer
at
to
the
the
ship
ship.
now?
I'm not.
I was
I'm-
on the ship.
I was trying to cover Tanaka, so I'm
No,
kind
I
of
beeline to the ship.
a little ways away.
So
from
Em- Emra
and Kyra.
Emra
are
got
on
and
the
there
ship.
Kyra are
first.
on the ship. Okay.
Yeah. Can I
So-
like rotate the ship around and be like, psh, psh, psh,
As this is happening,
yeah,
Well, the ship's in stealth, so they wouldn't
yeah.
see it.
They
We're-
wouldn't know the ship's there.
This
Can
is
I
true.
like blast the crap out of it with my?
Oh.
yeah.
cannon?
So who are you trying to hit?
the thing holding you up, I guess.
Well, it's not holding him up,
I
it's
think
holding
there's
my
a pretty
character up.
big.
I
Yeah.
think
mark
given
on
the
your
size of
character.
laser
So you have
cannons,
a
I mean,
you
you'd
have
be
a
aiming
heavy
at one of the
weapon
ships,
mounted.
right?
It's piloted control, and it's up to you. So you need to roll plus. Well, you need to roll open fire
And hope you roll well.
and hope you roll well.
What is that? A D?
That's
2d6.
Okay.
2d6.
2d6.
Please be a good one. So much more fun for a DM when people fail. So much more fun.
Yeah.
Because as it stands right now, I'm about to reenact that scene from Deadpool 2. I'm gonna rip you in half now.
Huge fan of your work.
I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9. So, open fire.
Can Emra help? Is there any way Emra
Yeah,
can
can I, since I'm there, can I just like assist in targeting or
Yeah, right.
can I?
Yes, you absolutely can. If you're sitting next to her, you can help with targeting. So roll assist plus interface, please.
Plus interface. Got it. That's a 10.
Excellent. So you get +1 to that roll. So you're a 10. So that's successful.
Excellent. Good
Okay.
teamwork.
All right. So as he has you by the arm, you're dangling there, 4 feet off the ground. Okay.
He's about to separate his
And
arm.
no, he takes you. He has you by the forearm.
Yeah.
He grabs your wrist with the other arm, and you feel intense separation in your wrist. And as you do, you fall to the ground. As this thing gets blown away. The only thing,
All that's left is the wrist.
absolutely, the only thing holding onto you anymore are 2 massive forearms, and you collapse to the ground.
Oh, because the laser cannon at the front,
The
the,
laser
ship-mounted
cannon
laser
took-
cannon.
The laser
He
cannon
torso-fied him.
took off
Bye bye.
from elbows, head, and above torso.
Oh god.
Are completely vaporized.
Very Game of Thrones.
This thing collapses to the ground, and you fall to the ground as well.
That's a-
The 6 regular troops in front snap their heads around and see what happens, and are sort of confused.
You guys want to be next?
They did see where the fire came from, though.
So I'll take their momentary distraction and take a shot with Old Painless to try and land it right in the middle of all 6 of them.
Okay. Please open fire.
I will.
Yeah.
Wait. To be
So this was the fuck. Oh no! So they before you tell me, I don't know. So you tell me which ramp were you walking up? Which ship did you choose to walk into? Was it the left, center, or right?
Well, I mean, you said which one was the closest in proximity? Were they all equal distant?
They were all equal distance.
And okay, and I wouldn't want to be. Tanaka would not choose. I would ill choose to be in the middle of both firing parties, so I picked the side on the right,
Okay.
so that there was not an extra team of soldiers at my back, and the other 2 teams of soldiers were forward of my position. In other words, so it wasn't sandwiched between 2 teams.
Sure. Yeah.
It was on one
All right, so-
side or the other.
So the for lack of a
side.
better word, the captain
Mhm.
has been utterly demolished
Yeah.
on the right side, and you rolled a
5.
you rolled a 5 plus
No, that's what
No, that's the total. Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
womp, womp,
Ooh.
womp.
Ooh. Huh. Well.
Can I recharge my laser cannon?
Huh?
San's gonna try and help out.
With what? No. So.
Can San
Dude, you're not gonna roll. You're gonna tell me how you're helping him fire his personal.
Well,
heavy
no.
weapon.
Well, I guess it depends how he fires. Like, if he sees him, like, it depends on what happens. Is like, does the gun jam up? Like, if he sees that kind of stuff, he would open fire to try and cover his misfire somehow. I guess that's how San would want to help, depending how the narrative goes.
All right.
Either that or San's just gonna.
No,
Open
I
fire.
don't think there's a way for you to help out
Okay,
with,
that's fine.
with a plasma shot,
Yeah,
an
yeah.
arcing plasma shot, right? So you have on the right side. That's where you're firing into that group of 6. You overestimated the distance. It travels too far. This, while not necessary, these shuttles have sort of like winged protrusions from the top. You hit the right side of it. Tanaka is standing on the ramp. Okay, he gets flown off the ramp. There's a mild explosion, only enough for the oxygen in that wing to escape. Catches on fire and then dissipates. But Tanaka gets flown from your perspective to the left, pretty far, about 15 feet off the ramp, and he's in between now these squadron of 6 in the center and 6 on the right.
Boss, watch out! They're shooting at you.
This is the part where I'm gonna have to duck, or rather,
So
put one of the other vessels between.
What's Mr. Sans
Oh, whoops.
Polio's reaction?
San Julio.
San Julio. He's probably cursing to himself that he didn't run fast enough to the ship. But he's gonna see what happened, and he's reading his character sheet to see what he can do right now. So technically, this is the Tanaka faction that we're dealing with.
No, these are
These are
GSS.
GSS,
Okay,
so
so it's not a faction.
Galactic
Oh, they
Security.
are
They're
a
a
faction.
faction. They're the
They're
ones
the-
that
they're
we're
a
stealing
faction.
from, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's their lab. Well,
Yeah.
that's their contracted lab.
So they're trying to kill us.
All right, so
They're trying
I have
to
an
get
interesting
the F
skill.
out.
I haven't used it yet. And I don't know if this would be the right one.
Well,
Diplomacy. Factions will ignore political boundaries, jurisdictions, your personal relationship, and even their own prejudices when you call in a favor.
so do you
Which-
have a favor?
Yes.
You
I-
do.
what? I don't know how I don't know how favors work.
All right.
Oh,
so
that's the
so
one I
there's
chose, right?
there's 2 columns.
Oh
right?
no, I don't have favors.
There's debts and
Oh, okay.
favors.
No, I only have debts. I don't have any
Right.
favors. Okay,
Right.
disregard that.
Yeah.
He's gonna fire. He's gonna fire
Fire what?
his scatter shot, which has close and far.
Okay.
That's burst. He's going to aim towards whoever the closest.
So what is this? Just like the what kind of like projectile is this? Like, are these lasers? Are they plasma? Are they kinetic? Or what's going on?
Do I make that up because they didn't tell me?
So if you didn't choose plasma or laser as or shock as
No,
a-
I have. It's class
Okay.
1, two-handed, close far burst.
Okay.
So
So
that's
this,
like kinetic.
so this
okay.
is a kinetic. So this is a rifle. So this is a 2-handed.
Two-handed, yeah.
All right. So yeah. So it's a far,
Okay.
So
It
you-
says
you
close and far.
close and far.
Yeah, it says close
For
far.
ranges, yeah.
Okay.
That's normal for two-handed weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna fire whoever the closest group is to us that could impede us.
So like all 3 are equidistant. So it's your call.
Doesn't whatever. I'll fire at one of them. Doesn't matter.
Okay. So plus metal for open fire.
Plus metal. 6. Fuck.
Nice shot.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Deleted
So-
this
Matt,
dice
you
out.
were saying about how much more fun it is.
Yeah, I'm not the DM in this game though.
No.
Let's play Monster of the Week and I'll have more fun with this.
Yeah. So the you shoot at the group on the right? That's the one that had their captain, for
Let me
lack of
guess,
a
I
better
hit
word,
Tanaka with my shot.
killed. Your aim is so off.
I got
Makes sense. I'm shooting my left hand.
It just hits dust in front of them. The group that's on the left sees your position and starts sprinting towards both Samson and San.
Well, you wouldn't hit me because I just got blown towards between the center and left ship.
Yeah.
Now, can Kyra like pilot the ship and like put the cargo bay down and like get close to them and be like, get on the ship, and then
Sure.
blast off?
Roll plus metal.
What do I have to roll? 2d6 again?
Yes.
I think at this point, San would probably say to Samson, "Time to go,"
Yeah.
and he would turn around and use his jetpack to.
We need to get paid!
I rolled
We
a
don't leave the
At this
paycheck
point, Emerald
behind.
looks over at
He is
Kyra
dead.
and just shakes her head and goes,
So
Man,
tell me what
always
you're
needs
trying to
saving.
do, like descriptively.
Alright, I'm still stealth.
You are.
I'm trying to get closer to them.
So tell me what stealth is for your ship. So when you upgrade your ship to stealth, what is that?
They shouldn't be able to see me.
So you're like predator camouflage.
Yes.
Okay.
Optical stealth, not necessarily EM
I mean,
stealth.
maybe I'm getting closer to them, but they don't see me.
Okay. And your intentions are to go to Samson and Han or
Yeah.
San.
And just be like, get the hell on the ship. Let's get out of here. This is enough.
Okay. All right. So as you maneuver out of that sort of dark space in between the wall and the boulders, like you're as he misses, your attention is you're distracted, and the cargo bay door on the end of your ship nicks the wall, which sort of
Alerts people like, oh, what's that?
well the camouflage on your ship when it strikes the wall just sends ripples of sort of light
What'd you get? Did you roll? What'd you get on your roll?
6.
around your ship,
Man, we're all
right?
no
So
rolls.
you make your way towards
Sorry,
them,
guys. Can you just get them off the ship?
But-
Let me go.
but they see you.
Ah.
I mean,
Am I
just
close?
briefly enough that they know she's there
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
the camouflage shook.
So they see a ship lift out of the darkness, and they see it ripple as it moves towards you two over there. Mr. Tanaka,
Well,
you are
How far are
you
you guys
are
from my ship?
on the ground in a prone position as you just got flown from the ramp of this shuttle.
certainly I've been in better positions, but the attention the shuttle has drawn, and the attention my colleagues, rather my subordinates, have drawn to themselves, have allowed the other 12 troopers to go.
18.
20.
20. No,
Yeah.
it's 20.
Yeah, almost
20,
20.
yeah.
Oh, crap.
Have allowed all the troopers to descend on their position, forward to them, and away from me.
0.47 miles, 0.76 kilometers.
The hell?
West of the center
Did you
of
say
Five
Alexa?
Corners, Massachusetts.
What
My Google,
the
my
hell?
Google does that occasionally as well.
That's really creepy.
If you say some weird
That's
thing, it'll
like,
just spurt out something.
I'm here, listening to
That's
everything you
weird.
say.
Well, that's
Eh.
where I live.
That's why I want to call all these things Big Brother. At least
Alright
dispense
then.
with the pretense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, wiretap.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's why they should
Who
all
needs
have
a-
Sentry
Who
bot
needs
voice.
the microphone?
Can
We're
we get a
already
time
being
check?
recorded.
Time check, everyone.
Creepy.
It's 10:06.
It's 10:08.
Holy crap!
Oh.
Alright,
Okay.
guys,
What was
get
my-
on the damn ship and let's get out of here.
Well, seeing as that the ship caught the attention of all the troopers,
Mm-hmm.
as well as my employees catching the attention of the troopers, all of the space between the shuttlecraft from the GSS, my weapon, and them has been freed up.
Mhm.
So I'm going
You
to,
dropped your weapon earlier.
yes, I'm going to retrieve it.
It's in front of the group of 6 on your. So if you're facing back towards the shuttle, right, that right shuttle is on your left. Okay, so your weapon is in front of the group of 6 that are.
Oh,
on
the
left.
soldiers haven't moved
They
forward
haven't
towards their
moved-
position
the,
yet?
The left ones haven't moved forward. The right ones are charging towards these two.
Okay. Well, that rather throws a bit of a wrench into my plan. But I still have my hands and I still have my computer kit. So I'm going to attempt again to rewire one of these large brutes.
Jesus Christ.
Second time's a charm.
Tanakas are persistent, not necessarily creative, but persistent.
Nothing can stop me.
Rewire this
They're,
guy.
they're not going to get away with betraying me. That's my job.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
So,
tell me what you do.
okay, so I got flown between the center and the left ship. Their attention, although they have not physically charged to the ship and my two subordinates, their attention is still drawn in that way.
Yeah.
I can still make an attempt to rewire one of the other brutes. And I'm not upset that one of them was blown to bits. That one was about to rip me to bits.
Okay.
However, if I can rewire one of these brutes, perhaps it will lose control and attack anything in range, the things closest to it being other GSS soldiers.
Okay. Well, so you're basically going to do the same thing as you did before. So
Well,
I
run
want
up a ramp.
I want you to roll the same thing.
I'll
you
allow
did
you to
before.
hit the roll button this time.
Okay, wait a minute.
My luck has not been good
Might
lately.
have
Wait a minute,
little
wait a minute.
bit better luck.
Just like it's a dice.
Ah! These rolls. These rolls.
This is my
Okay,
kill the
what?
kid scene.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason why Tanaka makes clones.
Oh,
Good God.
okay.
There's,
Extra flavor.
from a narrative standpoint, Tanaka will continue. It's just for this iteration. Well, it looks like we're going to be going to B1112 at some or B112 at some point.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, yeah, the exact same thing happens. Like you try to do the exact same thing, the movements are the exact same thing. He grabs your forearm, and with his other hand, he turns and he grabs your wrist, and he separates them.
With left, the one, the left or the right, or whichever one that has his computer
So
attachment.
what arm did you have those cords in?
The left.
The left arm?
Yes.
So he has your left forearm. In his other hand is your left wrist. Your left hand is now on the ground.
Ow.
You find this uncomfortable.
Call that a major injury.
I
And
think
then
that's
he-
probably critical injury.
He drops you on the ramp
Ouch.
and he says, "Get inside."
Son sees this and I don't feel too bad about my hand now.
Yeah, they're still connected.
out of character question. The computer kit mounted onto his left wrist is still attached, even though his hand is separated.
No.
Okay, because that's where he grabbed it, so it's just
So
smushed.
like whatever the character had as far as like wiring, computing, whatever, is simply crushed and
Okay.
destroyed, and anything on his hand is now on his hand on the ground.
So, okay, as it stands right now. Oh wait, hold up. Wait. No.
He's going to consider how
No
much
left
pain he
hand.
feels.
No left
Ah,
hand.
Please notate no left hand on your character sheet.
No.
From the arm.
No computer gauntlet.
Yep.
Because that's what it was. It was like a gauntlet,
right, yeah.
that like the Borg
Sure.
thing you were talking about. So no left hand and no computer gauntlet. Okay. And I also am dropped on the ground.
So the Talon has made its way over to Samson and San. What happens?
Kyra says, "Get the hell on the ship, guys! Let's go! Go, 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 go!"
Son knows when to cut his losses and hops on the ship.
God damn it! Who gets on the ship behind them?
Okay. So you guys are on Talon. All 5 of you are there. Sans
Tanaka.
Tanaka. So
Oh, I thought you were talking about something that belonged to him.
no.
I was like, wait,
What do you? So you run in the cargo bay. The cargo bay door closes. It's now sealed. So when you're in a shuttle that is sealed, when you're in a vehicle that it has the sealed thing, you're no longer allowed to fire out of it with your personal weapons. It's just a rule in the game. So with that in mind, you rush forward to the cockpit, all of you that just dropped on, and you see Kira in the pilot seat and Emra in the co-pilot seat. And what's your game plan?
Emma shoots San a dirty look.
Sign ignores it, and we're trying to find a cockpit with guns.
Kyra says, my ship has been detected, and I do not want to get it destroyed.
I can
I'm
shoot at him
very
if you have any
attached to this
guns.
ship.
We are
and I wanna
leaving
get the
behind
hell out
our
of here.
payday.
I can
We
shoot
have
something if
nothing.
you have guns.
So
San's ship had guns before, so.
And so how far away is Tanaka now?
Well, you're about 100 meters between the pickup location and where they were. So in between you and them are 3 shuttles facing the opposite direction. There's no weapons that you can see that are pointed at you now as far as on those shuttles go.
We're still technically stealth, even though there was a ripple.
I would think
they
Tanaka attempting.
they saw them.
Yeah.
And they saw them jump into a ship.
Like, ooh, they just
So they know there is a ship there. So you
Tanaka's
have,
second attempt to rewire one of the brutes turned the GSS attention back onto him, allowing all of the others time,
to get on the ship.
unintentionally, but still allow them time to escape.
Emma turns to
Right
Kyra.
now, yeah.
What?
Kyra, how long do you think it would take for those shuttles to activate?
What, to turn their weapons towards us?
Yes.
Alright, Kyra should know that. What do I roll?
Yeah, I'm
You
depending
don't
on
know
her
Oh,
expertise.
so I just
as
know.
a-
you just know.
We have to get the heck out of here very quickly because
What
Are they not more vulnerable on the ground than in the air?
I think
Yes,
she's
they
trying to.
are.
I think she's trying to say, let's blow up the ships,
You
right?
know what? That might be a good opportunity. They're not faced towards us.
Yeah, let's
We can
blow them
always
up.
go
They
for
can't
it
chase
and
us if
then
they don't
get
have
out of
ships.
here quickly. Let's do it. All right, we're gonna attack.
You're gonna attack. Okay. So roll. So which ship are you attacking?
We're
So
due
there-
for a
there's-
good
All right,
one.
there's 3
we
ships.
can only
So hold
attack
on.
one,
So
right?
there's the 3 shuttles. There's the 3 units of 6. There's the captain in the center. There's the captain on the left.
I think
Oh
we're
my
with-
God, there's a
Well, I
lot of
think-
people here, guys.
Well, I think we're going
we
for-
can
I
attack
think-
one of these guys, and we're gonna get.
I think we'll go for the
blown.
ship, though. Like, the ships are going to have the highest firepower.
Now, can we attack and scram? I mean, I guess we gotta get, our employer, but
I think
Well, we
I
beam
think
him
I
up.
think we try and get him, but if we get to the point
so
where we
what's
can't,
the most
I think we have
direct
to save.
way we can
Well,
get
how about-
there?
how about
What
this?
is between us and him? Can we blast the person that's between us and him, and then
So
scoop him up and get the heck out of
He
here?
is actually he is like holding very tightly onto his left forearm, trying to stop the bleeding and passing out.
Right,
He's walking up the shuttle
You
in
know,
the center.
how you do.
but can we just
ramp.
put the shuttle door down and just
No,
blast
no,
everybody
he is
inside?
walking into the shuttle in the middle.
Was it the middle or the left?
No, you were on the right. You were in between. You went after the guy in the middle, and now you're walking.
That's
out
right.
the
That's
middle.
right. Yeah, and now I'm forced, as the brute, as you said, the brute told Tanaka to get in.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I have an
okay.
idea.
So,
So,
there's not a lot of chance of rescue.
well, I have an idea. We're technically stealth. If we take off, they're not going to see where we take off.
So
Yeah.
I have a question for you, Hyra. How long does your stealth last for? Because it's temporary.
It is temporary.
It is.
Okay.
It's a temporary upgrade because of your stealth.
Probably not much longer.
So how long does that last?
All right. So our stealth has been on for quite a bit of time.
It
I'm gonna
has.
say my stealth, I know what I'm doing, and I've done repairs and upgrades. The stealth is pretty fantastic, but it's probably.
So is it like?
I'm gonna say 24 hours.
So is
We've
is
been
there some
for-
sort of display on your ship that tells you how long it's gonna help?
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
how long?
So
How
there's
much
gonna
left?
be an alert. I'm gonna say how long have we been there?
You tell me.
We've been there for what would you guys say?
Let's say 45 minutes.
That sounds about
Yeah,
right.
I don't think we've been there that long.
Yeah,
Maybe-
and you know what? My stealth can last a good 24 hours. We're good with the stealth.
24 hours.
It is amazing stealth. I'm telling you. Hey, she's got good
I'm
skills.
gonna have to bring that
24-hour
down a couple notches, a little bit.
All right, 12-hour stealth. Come on, give it to me. All right, 2-hour stealth.
So here's an idea for just a course of action. What if we take out the engines on all their shuttles, and then open communications and see if we can, negotiate from a point of strength.
You could try that first, and then if we have enough stealth, I was thinking, if they don't see us take off, we take off and then circle back.
Mhm.
Sun jumps down, like they kind of hover above the ship. Sun jumps down, grabs Tanaka, and then uses his jetpack to jet back up.
That's a good one, yeah.
So I think we try
So
that.
as you're discussing this, the stealth, you see from the entrance of the lab, those scientists run into the shuttle on the left side. So they're making their way in there.
So that's apparently maybe an escape one for them.
Well, as the resident expert on betrayal, I can pretty well assure you they have no intention of negotiating.
All right. Well then.
I like trying to do something here rather than just bugging out.
Yeah.
So let's
Or
try
blast
to
into
disable engines.
Okay.
Okay. So roll. So to your thing, like give me guns, right? So shuttles.
Mm-hmm.
For you to fire a weapon, it needs to have a turret. The
Okay.
turret upgrade, and then you can fire.
Okay.
But for something that's just attached, the pilot has. You have to
Okay.
be lined
So-
up on it,
Okay.
and the pilot fires.
Since this is our own shuttle, how about I tether myself to something inside the shuttle and then go open the ramp and sit on the edge of the ramp?
You can do that.
I want to do that.
Okay. So mask
Kyra-
on because
Yeah.
you're open to space again.
Kyra is fiercely defensive of her ship, though.
Yeah.
If she detects danger, like immediate danger, her ship's gonna blow up. She's gonna bug out. I'm just gonna say that. So
Fine,
she
but
will,
we got
she
to
will
try.
blast, and she will try. But if she thinks there's like 3 ships going after her, she's gonna be like, "All right, peace out. We'll try another day." Because she's not gonna, take that risk. But let's see. We'll blast at an engine.
Okay. So what are you shooting at? So
Uh,
what are you shooting at, and what are you shooting at?
So I want to shoot at the engines that the scientists are headed towards.
Okay. So you're shooting on the left side, and you're shooting on the center. What?
The one.
How badly damaged was the one that I hit?
The one on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, that can't fly anymore.
Okay, that's good.
So then you'd be shooting at the center one then.
Can you shoot from the ship though? I thought you said.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh,
if
they
it's
go find me.
sealed, you can't. But if you're gonna open the bay door,
Yeah.
then yeah,
Okay,
sure.
so he's gonna shoot and then I'll
Open
get
the
shoot.
pod bay doors,
So
Kyra.
if someone had binoculars that were on the ground, they would see you floating in the air
Mhm.
because you're not camouflaged. But they don't. So you rolled a
11.
11. So what happened?
So, I managed to tag the space between the engines that connects as fuel connections between
Mhm.
both, and basically the back half of the ship blows up.
Oof.
The center or the left ship?
This is the left ship.
Okay.
Yeah. So the scientists making their way in, they were you could see that inside along either wall, they were seated and putting on seat belts.
Mhm.
The 4 that were closest to the door opening
Mhm.
are no longer.
Oh, so that's what's very sad. I told them not to call
So you need to roll plus metal, open fire.
What did I roll? 2d6.
It's always 2d6.
Okay.
Every
So,
roll.
Alright.
so
Well,
Josh,
with it.
Yes.
just so you know, 6 years later, Terry always asks, "What do I roll? A
And I
d20?"
will continue to ask that. Wait, is that a D20 or is that 2D6? Okay.
You're welcome.
11.
everyone.
Nice.
So what happens?
Whatever benefits us.
Well,
Alright, no, wait. What's going on?
So you're firing on that center ship.
I freaking blow it to.
No.
Yeah, that's
That's
the one you're. That's
Okay, alright.
that's
I
your
just
one.
You disabled the
Oh!
engines.
The rest of the ship is very much intact and it blows up all the enemies by night.
Well, you can't do the enemies and the ship.
Alright.
So.
The ship is disabled.
All right, so you just the left nacelle, what have you, of that ship is decimated.
Okay.
It's just completely blown apart.
Sounds good.
Yeah. What do you guys do now? What's your plan?
I think we just
Drop
in and get to
Try
knock
to.
Well,
Scoop everybody
you still
up if
have
we can and get
six,
out of
or you have still have three squads. Just three
Quads.
squads of 6 and 2
Brutes.
behemoths on the ground.
So maybe we just open a wide channel communications and say something to the effect of, "Yoo-hoo, Mr. GSS man! Would you like to talk now that your engines are all disabled?"
So you're using the earbud.
Well, I gave that to Tanaka, but I'm just using any
Would I
communication.
have
So
one
you're
though?
just using
Would I
the-
have one though? Because I remember I switched clothes with one of the guys on the ground. So would I have taken his?
Did you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Okay.
because I wasn't sure what the hell we were doing.
So you're,
Yeah, we could
you're
just use that, I
broadcasting
guess.
on open
Aren't
frequency.
you assuming that these are GSS?
They are
Like the
visibly
first time
GSS.
that
No, they're
Plug-
visibly GSS security forces, or yeah, whatever they're called.
okay,
What are
because
they
the
called?
first time that you
GSS.
plugged into their
I
network,
know they're called
nothing
GSS,
happened.
but
So
these troopers on the ground. What are they? What's the slang for them?
oh, you mean
mudheads.
like troopers?
Like
Instead-
as
instead of
in
GSS
the slang,
security
like what
forces.
GSS would use, or is what other people would talk about.
So like
GSS?
ground
you
troops.
you as you know, runners of other than
Smugglers.
legal. Yes, that's the word.
Smugglers.
Smugglers.
there you go.
As smugglers, what would you call GSS soldiers?
Scum.
I call them mudheads.
I want a really good.
Bounty. scum.
Gunners, mercs.
No, that's you.
Uh.
What would you call these guys? Like every time you get into a situation, these guys show up and you're like, oh, fuck.
Meathead,
It's
meatheads.
fucking blah.
Meatheads.
Well, they're always wearing body armor and it's always shiny, so maybe it's like insect carapace. So they're beetles
Bugs.
or roaches
Yeah,
or
there
something.
you go.
Roaches, I think.
Roaches.
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 Yeah.
Roaches. That's good.
Goddamn
I like that. All right. So
Oh, these fucking
yeah.
roaches. That's just a proper name for them,
Like,
isn't it?
the fucking roaches.
All right. So the roaches are. So yeah. So what's your plan?
We're trying to
Diplomacy
contact them, see if
Okay.
they'll say anything
Yeah,
back.
Yep.
And you, okay. and so you hear in response.
Mhm.
No. So as that's broadcast, from
Yeah, well, by saying no, that's sort of
hold on.
communication.
So you're sort of like in the air
Mhm.
above these three in front of you, off your right front,
Mhm.
high. From the stars comes this massive
Star.
ball of plasma.
Mm.
It doesn't hit you; it smashes into the fissure wall off your left, and rocks come crumbling down.
Time to go.
All right, guys, get in the ship. Let's go. We're peacing
Well,
out.
we're in the ship.
You're in your shuttle. Where is your starship?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh
It's
well.
I would say that we
Indeed.
probably okay. So how about this? How about we had it like stand in like geosynchronous orbit that would be on the far side of
Yeah.
the moon, so it wouldn't be in like visible.
Okay.
It wouldn't be in visual, like you wouldn't be able to see it with just naked sensors.
Right.
Okay.
And we're still stealth, so
is
we
it just the
gotta
shuttle
get
that's
the heck out of
stealth?
there.
So we're in the shuttle. And the
The
shuttle.
shuttle
Just the
is
shuttle
stealth.
is stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ship is not
The
stealth.
ship is hit, but we're
Okay, the ship isn't. Okay.
yeah, but we hit it
Pretty well.
somewhere. Yeah, like I would assume that we would have done that.
All right.
So as it stands,
We're trying to scurry back without being detected.
And we have plasma balls firing at us now.
Yeah.
that rip off part of the face of the crevasse.
We're gonna have to go fast. It'll be interesting.
As Elliot seems to purr quite a bit.
He's our dog cat.
Yeah, he really is one of the friendliest cats I've ever
He
come
is
across.
so sweet. I know. He really is.
Because most cats, even when they're friendly by the standards of other cats, it's still somewhat standoffish.
Yeah,
'Cause-
yeah. Whereas Elliot's like, I'm not a cat, I'm a dog. You dog. Yeah.
I saw your other cat for the first time ever today.
Really?
As we were walking down the stairs, she scooted down and went into the basement. First time I've ever seen your other cat.
Yeah, no, that doesn't surprise me.
What's her
She's
name, Luna?
Such a chicken. Yep.
Yeah.
She is a chicken cat. She comes out when all the kids are in bed and there's nobody around.
Like
and
even
she'll cuddle.
Stuart at your mom's house, I've seen more.
I know.
And
I
he's a
know.
chicken. He's a little chicken shit too.
He is, I know. Yep. But yeah.
It's like he deals with the kids all day. I walk in there, gone.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah. But I've seen him a lot. Like he kind of comes out and like kind of
Cautious.
looks at you. Like,
Yeah.
But then runs away. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Luna is she's just paranoid. Yeah. She won't come out. She'll come out like she's okay with the kids. She likes Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Strangely, like I think she's always feeding her treats.
Yeah.
She'll scoop her up and carry
Elizabeth's
her
good with
upstairs.
cats. All my cats love Elizabeth.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. She's not as like kitty.
Yeah.
You know, she'll be like calm and,
Yeah.
and slowly scoop her up. But yeah, no, she's a chicken. She comes out when the kids are in bed.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of people around. If you have like a blanket on, she'll come over and snuggle into the blanket.
Yeah.
But she's a chicken. She's one of those cats, like she'll come to you, but if you try to like pet her, she's very afraid of hands. I think she must have been like thorough.
Yeah.
So Josh, you had the stomach bug?
Yeah, I started feeling it around Tuesday afternoon, and it lasted pretty much all Wednesday, all Thursday,
Oh no.
virtually all of Friday, and only like early this afternoon did I really start to feel human again, like that I could eat.
sucks.
That's awful.
Mm.
I think I've lost about 4 pounds.
This year
Like
has
this
sucked.
week?
It sure has sucked. It's
Oh
been a
my
bad
gosh.
week.
That's
sickness.
horrendous.
The worst.
Yeah. I have not felt this awful for like 18 months, like since I had like, norovirus or whatever the hell it was. Like
Yeah.
Oh, man.
it's been bad. It was
Yeah,
bad.
you guys have been
I'm
horrible luck with
I'm
this
better
this
now.
year.
I can eat most foods again, which is
That's
good. But yeah, I've just been I've been a shell of a person for like 3 days.
Mm.
All right.
So I'm curious what Tanaka's doing. during
Yeah,
all
yeah.
this.
So
Writhing
I was
in
just
pain.
about to go there. So you have your left forearm clutched with your right hand, and you've made your way up to the ramp. And in front of you in the shuttle, there's on either side of you, there's seats along the bulkhead that can drop down for passenger transport. In front of you, there's a door that would presumably lead to the cockpit of the shuttle.
control its non-existent engines.
So what are you gonna do?
This is rather unsightly. I would have liked to have left here in one piece, but this'll have to do. And in order to leave here at all, I'm going to need to. Well, wait. What was blown up? So, but it has non-existent engines. It can't propel itself, or
Well, you know the ship's been hit.
yeah.
You don't know what's damaged.
Is the crew, that is the 6 soldiers, and the brute still on the ramp, or have they?
No, they're on the ground. They're off the ship. There's no one in this this sort of whatever it's called.
the hull, the leftover. There's no one in the hull of the struck
No,
ship.
there's no one inside the whatever it's called,
Yeah.
the bay. of
But
the
there's no
shuttle.
there's
The
there
cabin.
don't-
no the cabin would be forward, I think.
Okay. Well, so if Tanaka doesn't know, there's no propulsion. And having a missing left hand and a wrist that is bleeding out, being only stemmed by my ability to hold on to it, just kind of tax my mental facilities just a bit. But I'm going to get to the control panel.
Of the door.
Well, it's a regular control panel. It doesn't require hacking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's pretty much like
Yeah.
open please.
Did they leave the keys in?
It pretty much is. I mean, who would why would hacking be required for GSS equipment? Who would mess with them? So they wouldn't leave it there. So I'm gonna.
No, your assumptions are correct. Like there is a button to open the door to the cockpit.
Yeah, I'm gonna lift up my arm, attempt to butt this button with the elbow of what used to be a whole arm, make my way into the cockpit, and I'm going to see if there's a button there to close the hatch so that...
So as you open the door,
Yeah.
and when you do that, there's stairs that lead up to a spacious cockpit. It's pretty nice. There's 2 seats left and right. The right, there's no one there. On the left side, there's a pilot, and he's standing. It just looks like he's standing by for further orders. You think he knows the door opened, but he doesn't look back.
Okay. All right. I'm going to attempt to bribe this person. I'm in a bit of a situation here, as you might be able to see. But I think I can help you out of this situation you seem to be in.
Oh, and what situation is that?
Sounds a little like Gerald's.
Well, it doesn't seem like you're very well compensated for the effort you've put forth here. It seems like you're in a bit of a hard way, and I'm in a bit of a hard way too. And perhaps I can pay you very handsomely to get us both out of this hard way.
So it seems to me,
Yeah.
mate, that you don't look like you're quite in the position to buy. You don't have a hand, man. And what can you give me that I don't already have?
Oh, the hand I have remaining can be the hand that gives, if you let it.
Please do explain. Just so you know, I have a sidearm pointed at your remaining hand.
That you do. That you do. So, I have to... Yeah, this is a part where I would probably have to roll influence.
So
Well-
tell me what your deal is.
Oh.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do for me?
How much do you want?
Everything, man.
Well, this isn't the first time I've lost everything. I can get it back again. What? I mean, like, how does it work? Like,
I think he says he's saying he wants so much money.
yeah, I have so much money. I have just that much. You want everything.
So
I can give you everything and more.
that would be fantastic. I'm going to fucking English.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
Switching back and forth between Australian and British.
And British and fucking New York and everything. So anyway,
I think I got New York down
This pilot is
pat.
from everywhere.
it does. Just fucking
Oh,
pick
God.
one, man.
He's a world traveler.
This pilot is well.
So I'm just trying to understand how are you? What do you want me to do to get you out of this so that you can pay me?
For the time being, just stand by. Close that hatch. Just make sure your fellows outside, they got this handled. They don't need to come back in here. They don't need to endanger you. You're not going to get paid if they come back running, drawing fire on you now, will they? All you have to do is close that hatch.
You know we can't go anywhere, right? We're dead in the water. We're done. I mean, we can't lift off. If I close the hatch, they're gonna force their way back in.
Oh, I'm pretty sure at this point that they won't. We close the hatch, we stand by, and then when I get the signal to open the hatch again, it'll be my employees coming through. They'll get me out of here, and I'll get you your everything,
So roll plus influence.
which is 0. Ugh, fuck's sake.
Oh Jesus!
What was that?
5.
Oh my God!
I'm having some stakers or rolls.
No,
I didn't know.
No, I was doing good. Right, you know, that getting that data on the computer part, which doesn't matter because the thing that got the data is crushed.
This is true.
One of the things that got the data was crushed.
What? But you got a different set of data, right? Because they were
Yeah,
two
but-
separate.
Yeah, but I haven't told anyone what I got.
Oh, okay. All right, so yeah, that's the part where the pilot would just say, "Well, yeah, I think I've got enough everything for now," or some such.
Yeah, that's exactly what he says, and he reveals his sidearm, and he motions it for you to back the fuck off and go back the way you came.
Well, you win some, you lose some.
So back the way he came, back like
Back
inside
into the whatever that space is in the ship.
Cabin.
Sure.
It's called a cabin.
Okay.
What the seating area?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the cabin.
So is there anything on the other side? Like when he gets hops into the cabin, like there's the plane. Is there anything on the other side of the plane? Like is there just empty space over there, or like?
So basically, like, you know, like a C-130, right? It's like you have the bay door. You
Yeah.
have a big open space,
Mhm.
and then you walk up into the cockpit. That's
No, I'm
that's
saying
what he's
behind the plane though. Like, is there anything back there, or is it like up against a wall, or not a wall, but like if we were to somehow land our stealth shuttle
got.
behind the ship,
So like,
is there
in
room?
front of where they're facing?
No, so like
Oh, like in between the.
if this is the ship and this is where all the people are,
Yeah.
back here, is there room back there? Is what I'm asking.
So there's. This is where the ship is landing.
Okay.
You guys were down here. You got picked up.
Oh, okay, I see.
Everyone came out here.
Yes.
Mhm. Yes.
You want to land
definitely.
over here.
Yes.
So
is
in,
there
in
room?
front. So they're facing that way.
Oh, they're facing that way.
They're facing that way. And they came out the back.
Potentially
Oh, they came out the back. All right.
Okay. So I mean, you could if you wanted to.
Well, if they're
Right.
looking at us, that wouldn't be very smart.
Well, we're stealth, bro, right? Like,
Yeah. For now, you're stealth.
would they
Yeah, I'm trying-
necessarily...
We still haven't determined how long that's going to last, but yes, you're stealth.
24 hours.
So,
Nope.
based on the direction of that huge plasma blast, can we figure out where the ship that fired it was? Located?
So, Kyra can, at her will, disable stealth and enable sensors. And you can pinpoint exactly where that came from, what class of ship it is, what their armaments are, if you wanted to. Otherwise, all you have available is a brief, like, as radar goes, a primary target, sort of just off to the front right.
Okay. I'm just wanting to know, like, do we know where in the fissure we could fly so that the walls of the fissure block us off?
So if you went to the right side of it, right,
Okay.
you'd be in the shadow, because like the way you're facing now is those three ships in front of you, right, the back doors. The sun of whatever system you're in is shining like down this way, so you have like the sun reflecting off that wall. Over here is shadowed, and if that ship was on the right side, they angle wise they wouldn't be able to get you.
Not without going through the wall of the crevasse first. At
Without
least.
like, blowing the shit up out of the moon.
So, my suggestion at this point is first we reposition there, and then we queue up some Wagner and rain some hell down on these guys.
What's the plan for getting Tanaka back? Hope we kill them all and then jump down and get them?
Fair. I mean, if we kill them all, we don't need to jump at all. We can calmly land, and he can walk over.
Well, there is a giant ship shooting at us
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. Well, that's why we gotta kill him fast.
Okay. Sure. Solid plan.
Yeah, but kill everybody. That's always Plan B anyway.
Okay, that's plan B. What was plan A?
Walk out of here without having the person who's paying us captured.
Oh, we had the security deposit, right?
Yeah, but that barely covers fuel to get out here.
Not Wagner.
Yeah, no, that's you're looking for a Ride of the Valkyries or something.
I know.
Not
No.
yet, though. It's not the right time.
Yeah, let's stop having a fucking tea party here.
Alright, guys, let's do something. We either rescue him or we get the hell out of here. Let's do it.
Fine, let's...
Agreed.
Let's
And he's
kill
gonna
him.
open fire on one of the
Do it.
squads. I gotta.
With your plasma,
Dice roll.
you got a plasma caster of one of the squads.
Which squad? Which one?
Doesn't matter to me. Whichever one he's.
All right, you had a good luck with the first
So what are you doing?
first
What are you doing?
gargantuan commander.
Fucking hell!
Oh.
True. Yeah.
What is
Oh,
with these rolls?
Jesus.
Why
You
not
just,
with
like,
another?
Like, Kyra makes a
Alright.
hard bank for you to take a shot. You miss. You take out the fucking front door of the lab.
So,
You just see massive amounts of debris and air eject out of that breach.
Ooh.
So much for them scientists.
Yeah, whoever's left in there,
Sorry.
on the first level anyway, because
She was very mean. I didn't like
yeah,
her.
well
Yeah,
she's dead.
Yeah.
She held her breath and then she exploded.
Sorry, mean desk lady.
What are you doing, San? You shooting too? You on the car? You on the?
kind of. I actually want to try something a bit different here. I want to see if I can... I don't know if I can do this or not, but as he's firing, I want to jump out the plane, jetpack into kind of like a stealth area where they're not going to, like, I don't know if there's an area I can get to where they may not be able to see me where I can get a shot off.
Okay, so where you position the ship, where she's maneuvering, right? There's a harsh distinction between where that sun is shining on the left side and the shadow it creates on the opposite side of the
Okay.
fissure, right? So if you jetpacked,
Yeah,
right, you'd be taking a chance
yeah.
because your jetpack would be visible.
The jetpack would be visible? Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to take the chance. And I'm going to attack.
Attack what?
I'm going to attack one of the groups of...
Okay, I'm assuming the one that would be on the right side because that'd be closest
Yeah.
to you.
And I have a sneak attack, so when I get the drop on someone, I roll plus
Bullshit,
metal.
sneak attack.
Of course. I roll plus metal. On a 10 plus, choose one. On a 7 and 9, the GM will give you 2 of the following options. Choose one of them, which is kill them, injure them, rob, disarm them, capture, disable them. And let's hope I roll a freaking 10. Booyah! 13.
Nice.
So I get to pick
Nice.
one. So I'm going to kill them.
Okay. You kill them?
I kill them, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So-
So you all right, as the ship is making a sharp turn and you see him fucking miss, you get pissed the fuck off. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Do I have to do everything myself?
Exactly, right? So you jet back out of there, and as you're making a beeline towards this squad, right, you take a shot, you take out 2 of them, and they fall. The other 2 are like, where the fuck is this coming from? And you land in the middle of them, right? And you proceed to shoot the shit out of this squad, and
Excellent.
they all fall to the ground around you.
Excellent. Though I landed now, though, so I have 2 squads right near me.
You have landed in front of the that ship on the right.
Once you roll a freaking good roll, you still end up screwed.
Well, that's
Well, I mean, that was sort of your plan to get close.
well, that's the right. That's the
Well, I
right
want-
side ship,
I
the one that
didn't
had
know,
the brute
I
originally
kinda
blown
wanted
up
to
from.
flip
Yeah,
the
yeah,
areas
the
around.
Kyra,
It appears that one of our erstwhile shipmates has done something incredibly boneheaded. We should probably attempt to provide some sort of fire support.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
Let's do it. We're
So-
gonna blast right on in there.
Blast where you're firing, guys.
Or what's the immediate threat?
To whom?
No, this is true.
So who's still in front of? So in the center.
Yeah,
Ship.
so in the center you have you still have that giant guy and his squad of 6. The left side you have the giant. You have the giant guy and the squad of 6. So that's what's left, and then you have the whatever is in the space above the moon, firing heavy fire down on you. And Tanaka's in that center ship.
How close is
Yeah.
San to that center ship?
Kyra, we
Uh,
should probably
it's not that
attempt
far.
to provide our employer an avenue of escape. I would recommend either the behemoth or the squad in the center.
Sounds good to me.
I think San would probably. I mean, I'm assuming if we all have like communication,
All right.
San would hear that and he's gonna react to that and head towards the center ship for Tanaka as the firing happens.
Okay. So, open fire, please, if you're going to fire that way, and roll. What do you got?
8.
Plus metal. What do you have?
What's metal?
Metal is plus something, or minus something, or nothing.
Depending on what the
Your staff
paper
is-
says.
Let's see. Where is that?
and your
0.
Top of your sheet.
0. Okay, so are you helping out?
Emma's gonna roll.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's
to-
still a 7 to 9, no matter what you roll. So,
I'm
yeah, you're-
looking at the get involved,
Yeah.
and it says on a 10 plus, choose one. Turn a failure into a partial success. Turn a partial success into a full success.
Nice. Okay.
Ooh,
So what'd you roll?
I rolled a 12.
ooh, good.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Excellent.
All right.
Good
So
timing.
Well,
so
thank you, Emra. For the assistance.
Emra is
So Emma is like essentially like boosting, like using herself and Kona to like boost the targeting scanners.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. So you've you've upgraded the stability because she's just all over the place, maneuvering around with your name again?
Samson.
Samson hanging out the back of the thing and him jetpacking off. So yeah, so it's a full success. You managed to tell me what you do. What happens?
Kaboom.
Kaboom.
Yeah.
All right. Were you going after the squad or the big guy?
Probably the big guy, right?
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
big guy has a massive hole in his torso now, and he just falls down. And the angle you had, you also took out 2 of the 6
Excellent.
with that laser shot.
Nice.
As that happens, San's headed towards the center ship.
Okay.
Does he have access? Is he running by the hand that's laying on the ground?
It's right there on the ground.
He's gonna pick
It's
it
on
up.
the ramp.
He's gonna pick it up on the way up.
Okay, you pick it up.
Yeah, he picks it up on the way and heads in
So,
for Tanaka.
so Samson, what's going on? You gonna try again?
I guess so. I gotta not flub one of these rolls sometime.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Those
Take it off,
never
take it
seem
off,
like
you got it.
famous last words.
Thank
Yeah. Woohoo!
There we go.
Yeah.
Is that a plus something, or are you just
+1.
nice? Okay. Yeah, you. Tell me what would you do?
So, I wanted to fire on the remaining intact group of 6, and I just want to land a few blasts in the middle of them to, turn them into chunky salsa.
They are all chunky salsa.
Excellent.
Okay.
They have dispersed. So you have four people on the ground plus one megalith of a man on the left side.
How close is the ship above to
You
where?
can't tell.
Okay. I think
So-
Sam. I
so
think
you-
Sam
you-
would probably
you-
try and tell them if they can try and move to closer to his situation. He's gonna try and lift Tanaka up and jetpack up into the car back into the shuttle.
Nice. Okay, so you are on the ramp.
Yeah.
All right, and you what?
At this point, I have already gone in and grabbed Tanaka.
Grab and
So
go.
you exchange no words. You don't
Sure.
talk to him at all.
You ready to go? Got your hand.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's...
Thank you much for that. I'm
Okay.
rather attached to it.
Yeah.
If it
hold-
weren't for the fact that
All
I'm
right.
not.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Enough talking.
With the back.
We're going for a ride,
All
and
right,
then
let's do it.
let's hope I make my roll.
So what are you? Let's see. So let's do face adversity,
I'm
and
freaking due
we're
for a
gonna
fail. I know.
do.
Just keep trying. Try,
We'll
try,
do
try.
Well, they're attached to
we'll
my
do
hand.
physique because
Except for the
you're
fact
gonna
that
have
I'm
to
not.
carry
Carry him, yeah,
carry
yeah.
this guy out there.
Oh, come on, give me a fucking good roll here. No, I don't want to rate you.
Come on.
Maybe later.
Depending on how the roll
Fucking
goes.
A.
Oh.
6. Son of a bitch.
A 6?
Yes. Fuck.
Can you help him out at all? What can you do to help him out?
Yeah.
Anything?
Roll and help.
Oh, no, you have to think of.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Wait,
You
gotta-
can't
you
just
gotta
roll.
obey.
You gotta.
Yeah, it was like, all right, well,
I can't tuck and roll.
1, 2, 3, jump.
No.
Well, no. He grabbed me and attempted to jetpack off with me.
Right, but it's just too much. It's just too much for him. He's just so weak.
That bullet hole in my hand is just,
Yeah,
really.
yeah. He's having a hard time grab onto you. How are you gonna help him to maintain control over you? I mean, you're both
Wrap on, wrap your
you're
legs
both not in
around.
good ways with hands at the moment. So
The handless leading the handless.
Gotta be ropes.
Let's give them a hand, ladies and gents.
Well, I mean, what was it when she grabbed Tanaka? Just like scooped him up by the. I didn't try to like grab on or anything.
so yeah,
Picked
his
you up like a Disney princess.
his hole in his right
No,
hand is
Dirty
his
Dancing.
wrapped up hole in his right hand is impeding his ability to hang on to you. So how are you going to help him to make sure he doesn't lose his grip?
Do I do this comically or do I do this seriously?
Wrap
Because
those
I would
up.
However you
wrap my
want to.
remaining
Wow.
wrap my remaining arm around the back of his torso so that our weight was more evenly distributed.
Okay,
For his-
so roll plus get
Is-
involved, and that's plus well, not plus get involved, but get involved plus
Is that physique or
Physique.
metal?
we'll do physique.
Okay.
Please roll a good roll.
6. So it puts it down to a 5. So that means
So you just like
fall off.
it's no you make it off the ramp, and you're just like yeah, and then it's like no, and you just sort of like sputter in the air, and you just fucking crash halfway in between where the shuttle is or where Talon is and where that.
If we
VSS
get out of this,
shuttle
I get paid double for this.
We like throw ropes down or something. Like, come on, guys.
So you are halfway out. You know what I mean? So you're sort of in the open on the ground.
Okay.
So what do you guys do for?
Can we like
Am I near the position of my
lower
discarded
closer to
weapon?
them
Oh,
and be
oops.
like, can you get on the ramp?
Or, say again.
Can we lower our ship down and just be like, guys, just run,
Sure.
just jump, let's go, let's
So
go.
you're going to maneuver down, and so roll plus metal for that.
Okay. 2d6 again.
Am
Alright, I'm
I-
gonna stop asking that. I'm just gonna assume that. Okay.
Was I dropped near the position of my deceptively
No,
discarded
you're
weapon?
I got a 12.
There we
Wow.
go, finally.
Yes!
That is the sexiest shuttle move I've ever seen in my life.
Scoop, let's go.
So you are now all on board.
Excellent.
Alright, let's blast off and get the heck out of here.
Do we maybe want to follow the Fisher for a while to put some?
No, we maybe want to get the hell out of
We should be careful.
If,
Who knows
if,
where our
if, if
stealth's
you
gonna
haven't done it
go?
already, Emerald's gonna put the shield.
So as you swoop down, another blast just tears apart the rock wall above the entrance to that lab and just disintegrates. Like you can't even see the entrance anymore.
I don't think we have anything to worry about security footage at this point.
Yeah, I think that's taken care of.
San's gonna turn to
Let's get
Tanaka.
over.
I'm gonna borrow your hand for a second. Don't mind me. Goes over to Emra. Need a hand? Anything you can do with this? I don't know, maybe repair the damage? Perhaps?
Emra looks at San and just like doesn't even make a move toward the hand. And she just like looks up at him and says, I believe what you're looking for is someone whose talents lie in the more organic region for repair, and tilts her head over toward the doctor.
You might want to see the surgeon over here that maybe...
I'm not interested in putting the hand back on. I'm interested in the machine part of it that got damaged.
Oh.
Oh, that's
yes,
still in his. That's still in the wrist that's attached to his body. The hand.
Oh, okay. I thought the. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the hand is just. It's nothing. He's just attached to it, except for the fact that he's not.
Sam's
That's it.
already like going to tourniquet the hand.
Yeah. But I suppose I should ask. As damaged as the gauntlet is there anything you could do with the electronic signature if there's anything that can be pulled from it?
I'll take a look.
Yeah, it's in pieces.
Yeah. So with that, the remaining stealth is no more.
Oh, crap. Let's
And,
go, go.
It's phasing in and out.
Come on, man. You're supposed to last for 24 hours. Can I repair? Can I...
No.
I think we've worn our welcome here.
All right, we're leaving. We're goodbye. We're already on our way out before the stealth.
Right. Sure.
We're out of the solar system.
All right. So. What time is it?
11.
11.
Bedtime.
Holy
It is
shit!
bedtime.
It is. So,
Alright, so
you are on your way back
escaped.
to your spaceship, and we will call it there.
And can I have my hand
Good.
repaired now?
Just because Bill's not going to be joining us for the
Ah.
next session, should we be doing anything to wrap that up?
As
Give
far
us that
as
Getting
This
paid.
job.
Remember I said if we get out of this, I want double.
money.
Oh, I think a man of my resources, regardless of what happens, can grant you double.
Excellent.
It would be even more depending on the data that we can or cannot recover.
Emra's a pro. She'll figure it out.
That's good. That's fine.
And
Is she now?
Oh, she's the best we got.
I'm raw. I have a engineer kit. I can help. I can assist. Maybe.
and as for my hand, while it's not commercially viable, I would like to have it back. It is mine.
well, that's up to
True.
Mr.
Yeah.
Dr.
The
Samson
doctor.
Bond.
What
Oh,
can you
that's
do?
where you
All
say,
right, do
"Oh,
you
can,
want me to do like a patch-up roll to see if I can...
So, are you back on your ship now? Like,
yeah,
basically,
if we make it back to the ship, then...
Yeah, I think laying low to the surface, you find your ship on the opposite side of the moon, and you have a small window to get the fuck out of there.
Mhm.
So, are you going to sort of? So there's when you get back on your starship, right? you can tell that there's one GSS cruiser that's in orbit of the moon, and it's in the opposite orbit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you want to take the chance and stick around and just mirror its movements until it leaves, or do you want to jump?
I think it would depend on what we get. If we get
So
anything from the
you still need
gauntlet.
to deliver the package
Mm-hmm.
to the coordinates provided by Mr. Tanaka.
Yeah, I think we'd want to just get out of there as soon as possible.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
You-
since the data that we're supposed to be delivering is not exactly in fully packaged format at the moment, we can't deliver it.
That's what I'm saying. Do we wait and see if we actually get anything off the gauntlet? Like if Ember can repair it.
Well, we want to get out of here regardless.
Right.
If we,
Yeah.
drag our feet at a space truck stop for a while, well,
Yeah.
So are you taking a
I think we should distance
a
ourselves
safe
from
jump down a mapped corridor, or are you a wild jump, get the fuck out?
Probably a safe jump.
I don't know. Maybe wild jump is the way to go because we don't want to take any chances of getting discovered by this cruiser.
Yeah.
It's one thing if somebody got grainy combat cam photos of
Yeah.
us fighting. It's another if they actually
True.
ID our ship.
Sure.
Yeah.
All
Let's
right.
get the hell out.
So you, okay.
Is that the space?
Do you know what a wild Josh and Matt and Nate and
Nope.
you-
I
There's
just
a
figured
but
wild
there's
jump
a
is probably
particular
worse.
mechanic for it, and it's risky.
It's
I don't-
extremely risky.
I
So-
don't remember the specifics exactly, but we should probably not do it unless we're like literally about to be blown to
All right,
bits.
let's do a
Yeah,
safe
safe.
jump then. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so
We're not in imminent danger
Ky-
right now.
Kyra is the pilot, and she just performs a regular jump. To where are you jumping to? So he has provided the coordinates to where you need to meet up.
Yeah.
Are you going there, or are you going to waylay somewhere else before you head to there?
I think waylay somewhere else. Make sure, see what we can get for data,
Yeah.
and try and package it.
So where are
Yeah.
you going?
Somewhere that I know is safe.
Where is that?
I've been in many places. I've
I
lived
know
my
you
entire
have.
life
So
in
where?
space. All right. Well.
I believe there is
All
a
right, I'm
small
going to the
unimportant.
last.
say again, Josh.
Emma was going to suggest something if Kyra had nothing. If
All right,
Kyra had
Kyra
nothing
knows
in
of a
mind.
safe place. It's gonna be out to the right.
Okay.
She knows of a safe place. It's where like her family used to vacation there.
Okay, what kind of place is this?
It's a nice place.
Yeah.
There's no enemies.
Like-
it's
like tropical?
You know, yeah,
So we're talking about like the Ryza of Uncharted world.
Lost in Paradise.
exactly.
From the
It's
Fifth
where-
Element.
We're gonna take a beach vacation, guys.
Okay, so it's a.
Let's have some
Is this like a?
toes on the beach.
Is this so this is a planet you're going to?
Yes, it's a vacation resort planet.
Okay.
That is not like factioned with any. Yes, guys, trust me. Let's do this.
Okay. So
We're gonna have some margaritas on the beach. We're gonna
all right. Well,
Margaritas, more like space burritos.
yeah, space burritos.
that's where you're
guys.
headed.
I'm telling you. I know. I'm good. All right, it's good. Let's go.
I'm
Alrighty.
assuming my hand is fixed at this point.
Yes, it's gonna
Now that
be
we're
a
back on the ship.
vacation.
Well, you're on the
retreat.
ship. Well, for a severe wound, it takes
There's no
a
bad
couple
guys,
days
man.
for that.
Even with his assistance.
Even with his assistant, it
Okay.
takes
Yeah,
a
it's
couple
not
days.
like
For a severe wound
magic.
like that, it takes a while.
As for Tanaka's,
Should I
It's-
roll something to determine whether or not I can save Tanaka's hand?
Yes, please. Expertise.
Okay.
This would be the one.
I'm in
good
desperate
roll.
need of one of your frequently insulted contrivances
Holy
of
shit.
cloth.
Oh,
All right,
sorry,
so-
Tanaka.
So you bring him
So
down
this
to the med
this
bay.
is
His-
this is very bad.
His
um,
hand. All right, yeah, go ahead.
Do,
yeah.
do you want to keep this? But I mean, it's
Put
gonna
it in a
go.
jar?
It's gonna be smelling funny real soon.
What do you have in the way of prosthetics?
But I have a very nice hook I could give you for right now, but you're gonna want something different later.
Yeah.
Do you have anything shaped like a hand I could at least throw a glove over?
So not on the ship.
Yeah.
But if you go to a wealthy planet or marketplace,
I can just have something I can sort of
you
tape
can
on.
spend the money to grow yourself a new hand if you wanted to.
Oh wow.
Or you could go with a prosthetic that does whatever you
Super
want.
hand.
You know what I mean? So depending on what you want, it can be done, but in the right marketplace.
It can't be done.
But on the
now.
ship, whilst underway, you got a hook.
No, okay. Not even a plastic like mannequin hand that I could just tape on.
Maybe a plastic
Now let's get
mannequin
you a
hand.
pirate hat.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Foam or
This
something.
thing, it's like surgical glove filled with powdered bone and blood. There's nothing good in here.
Sorry, man.
A ship full of clothes and supplies, and
We should
Not a
probably
single
wait
mannequin
until
I can
next
cut the
time
hand
to
off of.
see
Well-
how much Ember can recover from the database.
Yes, yeah, I think so too.
Well, at least we have all hands on deck.
All right, so I want
Oh, I see what you did there!
I want everyone look at their advancement thing and see if anything fits.
So
That's
I
not
had a
one
life
statement.
saved or destroyed by science. Unless we get really broad here, I don't think that was
Okay.
achieved.
Let's see.
what life ended or saved?
Saved or destroyed by
A
science.
statement starts or ends a fight. I didn't say a statement when we started the fight. Damn it! I should have said something.
Yeah.
A new culture.
I got a
is
piece of
experience.
technology is quote improved unquote. Well, we did improve how the server worked, which is to say, improved it insofar as no one can get, making it more inaccessible than it was before.
The GM is shaking his head.
An act is performed covertly, which the only thing I successfully did was, whilst everybody's
I-
attention
I-
was
He
diverted.
did betray us covertly.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did do that covertly. So everyone
Actually-
mark
So I-
1 XP.
Okay, actually, so I have a more genuine piece of technology. So, didn't Kyra upgrade her shuttle? So it was improved, if only temporarily.
Technically, before the session started.
I was-
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
what about the one where the tag was installed on the computer server? Or was that not
Carrie,
covertly?
what
Oops.
what was your advancement trigger?
Culture.
A new culture is experience.
Ah.
So
Yeah, I don't think so.
not
No.
quite. No.
So yeah, okay. So mark 2 experience points. I'll give that one to you, Josh.
So
Okay,
I think
thank
that
you,
means,
sir.
Josh, you need to cross that one off and select a new one for the next session.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
So so you all should just have 4 skills. When you reach 4 skills, then you can choose a new one, and then you'll have 5, and then that's the next XP to hit. Once you hit 5 XP, you choose that skill. When you hit 6, whatever.
Yeah.
So that's how that works. So yeah, that's it. I think.
Okay.
Right.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so if I know the betrayal that was covert, the tag that was installed on the computer, was that not covert because it was during the middle of
No,
combat?
no,
Well, no,
you-
it's a yes or no.
Yeah.
Did you do this during the session?
So what
Not
is the
did you get
next
one?
Well, do you
Oh,
have
so,
to do it, or does anyone
something
have
about
to do
Josh.
it? Because
Anyone.
I did download data and I didn't tell anyone what I got.
Yeah.
Well, that would also, that
Yeah.
would work as well. But we already got it.
Yeah, you
Right.
already have it. It's not like one for you, one
Okay,
for
okay.
him.
No. I just didn't. If nothing, Tanaka did qualify.
Yeah.
No,
That's
yeah,
it, that's-
his qualifies though.
So
So
what is the two
Okay,
that you
Definitely
got?
got two. Yeah.
Currently nothing.
Okay.
yeah, no. So everyone's at like level nothing. So everyone has 4 skill points, right?
Yeah.
You earn
The 3 career skills and the origin
whenever
skill.
one of these things is triggered, everyone earns an XP,
Okay.
right? So next time, if we earn 2 XP, then you have XP equal to the number of skills you have.
Okay.
Then you can advance and choose a
Yep.
skill in the career you chose
Okay.
when you whatever. And just to keep in mind that the career that you chose to advance doesn't have to be one of the 2 that you've selected. It can be a new career.
Yep.
The book says it's not recommended, but whatever you want to do, I don't care.
Sounds good.
All right. That's what I got here. Do I have to, regardless of how this plays out, since I won't be here for the next iteration of Tanaka, the next one would be B112 regardless.
Maybe.
111's still alive.
Well, yes, but I won't be around to.
Yeah, until they figure out what the hell you did.
I got a gauntlet with data that.
So I want to see
Could be
what Chris
retrieved.
wrote on that.
Oh. Okay, here we go.
The secret sheet. Alright, so on his secret sheet it says, you're Saito Tanaka, 5428B111, clone of the original Saito Tanaka. You were chosen by upper management to assist in the seizure of GSS research. You're responsible for the bribery of several lab techs, which is why the doors open at your approach to the facility. But you have tipped off GSS forces of the plan because, insert reason here, 3 GSS dropships will arrive as the party exits.
So the reason that I picked was to try and the reason that I inserted was to, pay them. I get the data, and then so that they could keep face was to sell you off as criminals. And then, but then the Australian pilot guy was wanted to pay. I mean, without letting me keep wanted to take the payment without letting me keep the data.
I originally wrote like the reason. But I was like, no, that can be just up to him. Whatever.
Yeah.
No, what was the reason
So
that
when are we
you
gonna
actually
see
There's
the
no
recording?
reason. It's whatever you thought.
Listen to the recording.
I gotta check it to make sure it's good, and then I put it up on YouTube. So soon enough.
You gotta edit some of it. You can't.
You're telling me what I gotta do?
Yes, you can't just be like, oh, here, listen to this 15-minute fucking go get drinks break.
Clearly you haven't listened to any actual plays on friggin' YouTube because they're full of that crap.
Oh my god!
All right,
Just fast
have a
forward.
good night,
You're not
guys.
gonna start a podcast out of this?
No, I want to join the Maximum Fun Network. What
Right?
the hell?
We'll all quit our jobs and just do that full time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
That's probably not gonna work out.
Man, that shades are like Pat and Jen in their Let's Plays of Minecraft.
Did you go away?
That's that.
Oh, yep.
Oh.
Bye, Josh.
Oh no! Wait, like Sopranos, in the middle of the freaking sentence.
Yep.